Alright, here we go. Shalom, everyone. I wanted to do this a little bit differently, but unfortunately, this is the only way I can do it. I'm going to present it through the screen here. I wanted to do it a different way. I wanted to record it maybe with another phone and then upload it, all that crap. But it doesn't let me do that. It doesn't focus. It's just... Anyway, it just doesn't matter. So, shalom. Greetings to everyone. This is a little presentation, something I've been looking at it for a little while. But ever since that, all this gender this, gender that, all this craziness just happening, I figured I'd take a deeper peek, maybe put some stuff together and come up with something. So and it's crazy. Well, I don't know if you guys know this. I don't know if you guys know about the Jews, so-called Jews. They believe this stuff. Always have. And probably always will. Because they're just wicked and crazy and, a couple other things I like to say, but we're not talking about them right now. Actually, we are, but not in that way. We're gonna see what exactly they believe, you know what I mean? And how extensive they've done studies on it and other stuff, unimaginable stuff, man. Which I can show later, but right now I just want to try to get through this as fast as I can, because, man, this shit ain't fun. It's not fun looking at this shit. So bear with me. I know it's going to be kind of dumb. I know you're just staring at you know what I mean? So this is some of the stuff we're going to be going through. So, I have some stuff pulled up, ready to go in case we want to check out some Torah, because this isn't Torah, bro. Torah, they break, they break down, the whole book of the quote-unquote Old Testament. They break it down, into little pieces, and, and basically, Torah is the first 5 books, and that's it, and that's everything. But I don't believe it like that, and a couple other people, we don't believe like that. A few other people out there, we don't believe it like that. We just take it all for what it is. It's all instruction, Torah plus other books, but no NT. And that's another topic too. But this right here is just to show those who don't know, and even people who do know, maybe stuff that they didn't know. But we're going to be going into what they call the Talmud, which is, we can look it up. We'll go into it in a little bit, but it's not the quote-unquote Old Testament Torah, you know what I mean? We just call it all Torah because it's all instruction, and they all back each other up. So it's Torah, dude. That's what it is. And they supposedly, these books, all these teachings and all that stuff is supposed to be the interpretation of the Torah and how we're supposed to do all these things and all that. And I've looked through some stuff before. It's not my first time going into this nasty shit, but and I'm not, I'm not saying that I know everything about it, which I don't, because I really don't like this stuff. But some people study it, bro. There's a whole movement out there right now of the whole Yiddish stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's becoming popular again. You know what I'm saying? It's always been happening, but even through the community of some people, the Hebrews, even through that, people are falling victim to that stuff. and like are proud of it. And it's crazy because they've been fooled and told that like, oh, you know, it's fine, it's good, and you know, those people, they're fine over there. How? I mean, how is it fine that they took the shit and talk stuff, make their own rules, add to Torah? You know what I'm saying? Like, they're adding shit, bro, and that's against the law. That's breaking commandments, bro. It's breaking Torah. But it's fine for them because they're supposed to be these sages, and you know what I mean, these masters of all this stuff. And don't get me wrong, they know some stuff, man. I mean, they've had it for a while. You know? So, I mean, they got to know something, but they can only go so far. They can't go as deep as, you know, the real folk go, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but yeah, it's going to be mainly Talmud, and I'm just going to be kind of scrolling through some stuff here. You probably got to read some of that little snippet probably by the time you listen to me ramble. But here we go. Let me start this, man, and we can get through it. Again, shalom to anyone watching this. Here we go. All right, I've been, you know, I went through some stuff. Excuse me. Get a drink of water, guys. I went through some stuff, some websites to kind of start things off, to get a little info. And it's not just Wikipedia. I got Wikipedia for, you know, for the quick, like boom, 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 you know, here's this and that, quick information. And I have other sites here that back it up. And it's funny because looking at this, you know, the genders, this is what we're going through, genders. And it's a big thing now. There's so many out there. But these guys have their own interpretation and they have their own belief. But a lot of their beliefs come from other stuff, like Plato's, Aristophanes, whatever the hell his name is. You know, those guys. They had some stuff like that, like somewhere like they wrote plays or anyway. They're the ones that, well, not the ones, but they have stuff that they said, and a lot of people, you know, refer to that stuff. So a lot of those ancient, like, mythological stuff that people say it's mythology. Well, it's people's religions, you know what I mean? People that believed all that stuff. People believed that, and they had a whole cult, religion, a whole following out there, man. Like, it's crazy. It's nasty. But there's videos out there, man. I can name some later about like all that, and this isn't gonna get that deep into that stuff. We're just gonna kind of like scratch the surface of some of these things. So they say, okay, well, let's get this out of the way. How many genders is there? I hope you don't name more than 2. You know, because that's all there is, man. But these guys have 6 to 8. It's arguable, you know what I mean? But we'll show you. I'm gonna go through it, and you be the judge of how many they believe. Whatever. I mean, even after it's said and done, it's just 2 in the end. You know what I'm saying? But this is how these guys, like, and there's stuff in there, man, like that determined. Oh, that's gonna be this, you know, that. These little things that made them, you know, believe that, go with it, and made their decisions on these little things. It's crazy. All right, let's go into this. Okay, so there's supposed to be. They say that it's 6. And let me go first with, let's go to the wiki, man. Let's get that. It's quicker. It's probably the fastest way. All right, so what you do is you go to genders in Talmud wiki, and then go to, you know, Google, whatever, anything, and then you'll find it. Boom, right here. No, that's not it. Right here. Go into that. Scroll all the way down till you go to terms. Here we go. All right, so we got Zakar, and they have Hebrew letters there. Should I try it? No, I'm not really gonna go for it. So we got Zakar, and this let's see. This term is derived from the word for memory. It is, and refers to the belief that the man carried the name and identity of the family. It is usually translated as male in English, whatever. Okay, all right. Here we go. Nekava. Forgive me, for saying these, in the spelling, the Yiddish and all that, but whatever. Nekava, which is a female. This term is derived from the word for a crevice and probably refers to a vaginal opening. Sorry. It is usually translated as female in English. Okay. Androgynous. A person who has both male and female physical sexual characteristics. And there's 149 references in the Mishnah and Talmud, and 350 in the Midrash and Jewish law codes. Cool. According to Rabbi Meir, whatever, whatever. There's a unique creature, neither male nor female. Okay. We're going to get into other definitions. So if these aren't too clear, we're going to go through some other ones. All right. So we got Tum Tum. No, it's not the one from Three Ninjas. But it's kind of weird, man. Now that you think about that. So Tum Tum is a person whose sexual characteristics are indeterminate or obscured. Ooh, that's weird. Okay. And dude, I'm like, before we read all these, I'm not saying that these aren't possible, because they are. They are possible. Some of these, like, people being born with, male and female genitalia, it's possible, dude. It is possible, but it's not the norm. It's the thing. It's like people are trying to make this like a normal thing, bro. Like, oh, I'm a this, that. There's like so many freaking genders out there, man. Like more than 6 or 8, like these, like what these guys are saying, and definitely more than 2. There's anyway. It's crazy, man. So let's see, indeterminate or obscured. So there's 180 references in the Mishnah and Talmud, okay, 350 in the Midrash and the Jewish law codes, okay. And this guy, we're probably gonna see this guy. I think I saw his name in there somewhere. Rabbi Meir contrasts it with the androgynous, saying that it not a what? Okay, so this guy's like contradicting. Okay, saying it is not a unique creation. Sometimes a man and sometimes a woman. Whoa, okay. Unlike the androgynous, the Tum Tum's gender can be revealed to be neither male or female, and as such has different roles under Jewish law. Okay, there we go. Jewish law under Jewish law. So they have, dude, they set a whole bunch of stuff up for this, man. And all because they believed in all this crazy. You're going to see some of these interpretations, man, that they went into. And you're going to see some craziness. Unless you believe in this, it's not going to sound crazy. If you believe in this stuff, then, this is right up your alley. Okay, some rabbi believe Abraham... Oh, yeah. Some rabbi believe that Abraham and Sarah were described to be Tum Tum, unable to conceive before God intervened. And mind you, they said in Torah that she was barren, right? So I don't know. I guess they're trying to equate that to this. So that was Tum Tum, and this is Ilanit, and that's a female who does not develop secondary sex characteristics at puberty and is assumed infertile. Okay, and then we have next Saris, a male who does not develop secondary sex characteristics at puberty or has their sex characteristics removed. A Saris can fall under 2 categories. Okay, this is where I like people can have 6 and 8 is because there's these 2 here, and there's another one. It's actually from the one above that we just read, and other folk say this. Okay, let's see. Osiris can be under 2 categories. One can be naturally born Osiris, or one can be Osiris through human intervention. Okay. All right, so there's that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so there's 6 here. And, oh, sorry. It's actually... Let's go now to this other one. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, let's go to Safari. And that's this one. Okay, so this is 6 Sexes of the Talmud by Shoshana Fendel. Thank you for your compiling of this, but a lot of this stuff was on Wiki, so who knows? Maybe they probably just copied off Wiki and kind of did some of the stuff that I'm kind of doing, did their own research. Okay, so we have androgynous, which is the other definition. Let's see what their definition. An intersex person having some aspects of both male and female genitalia. And same thing, 149 references and all that. Okay. And then this one, the Alanet, literally little ram, a female who has not shown physical signs of typical sexual maturity by the age of 20. Some say 18. No, it's 20. That's Torah. Torah says it's 20. If I have to get that, I can. And then presumably infertile, often possessing masculine characteristics. Okay, and then there's references there too. Went over. Then we have Ish, a man, which we had Zakar for the other one. This one's Ish. They're trying to use the Hebrew. It's Ash. Ayash. A man eligible husband. Cool. One whose fertility is not in question and has shown some secondary sex characteristics by around age 13. Okay. 13. Okay. I mean, well, let's look at that. But you're not a man till you're 20. Really. So, I don't know. Just like, it's weird. It's weird how they're doing their stuff, man. Like, you're gonna see some stuff. It's all right. And then next we have Isha, which is a Shah, a woman, eligible wife, one whose fertility is not in question and has shown some secondary sex characteristics by age 12, and is clearly developing by age 12 and a half. Okay. And then we have Cyrus again, a male who has not shown signs of typical sexual maturity by the age of 20. Okay, that's 20. A eunuch. And, they have that. And then in this one, they have them separated here, the Cyrus. So you got Cyrus Kama, or they might have it as Hama. They might just have H. They do that. They change it a lot, but it's Kama. And then there's an H at the end. It should be an H at the end. But it's, it changes. So Cyrus Kama, congenital sterility in a male, e.g. Testicularity. Okay. Sorry. And then we got Cyrus Adam, a castrated male. Ooh, that's the one that's okay. One made sterile intentionally by human intervention or via accidental injury. And then we have the Tumpi again. Person of indeterminate gender, one whose genitals are obscured or not clearly male or female. Okay, and so there's that one. And then we also have another one. Let me see. Give me 1 second. And that's the one right. I think that's it. Okay, probably can't see because I have this thing, but this is from myjewishlearning.com. And this is what they have. They have zakar, male. And they have nakava, female. They have that again. Androgynous, okay. Have both male. Okay, tum-tum, like it's okay. Oh, see, there we go. This one has just H. Hama, identified male at birth or female at birth, by later naturally developing male characteristics. Okay, so this one has a different one because this put these two right here like a split. It has them for not just the male, but it has one for the female too, I think, right? Oh no, never mind. I'm thinking of the SARS and the Ilonet. Like, they're both, one's for male, seems like, right? No, not really. But anyway, here we go. Identified female at birth. Oh, another thing, one thing I could add to this. The identified female at birth, but later naturally developing male characteristics, right? Okay, well, they have that in animals too. I think it's called full Martin or something like that. Something Martin, if you look that up, which is kind of like that. It's like basically twins. It's a little different. It's like twins, but like one of the characteristics passes off like to the other embryo. In this case, like a female, and it's, you know what I mean. It's a female, but it starts internally. It starts developing like male stuff. So in the end, like, probably doesn't even like develop a womb and all that stuff. So like it's infertile. So and they study animals too. Like, and from some of the stuff I was kind of like skimming through, they know about animals too, man. Maybe a little too much, man. It's kind of gross. But yeah, there's there's that one, and then there's 6. We're already at 6, and they had, just ended at 6, but we're already at 6, and there's 2 more. So 8, 6, whatever, it's all the same. Identify female at birth, but later developing male characteristics through human intervention. Okay, so that's the ones that have Adam is human intervention, because Adam means man. And then we got number 7, Cyrus Hama or Kama, identified male at birth, but later naturally developing female character. Okay, so it's like they have one for male, one for female. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's weird. And then they got Cyrus Adam, identified male at birth, and later developing female characteristics through human intervention. Okay, so here we go. That's what they believe in. That's that. And then let me see. I guess one thing we could do. Yeah, let's do that later. Okay, let's go into these. Let's see what I have here. Just for shits and giggles, go to Google and type this right here: ancient androgynous deities. And if you go into it, you'll find some crazy shit, man. Like, these are, and maybe not all of them. I'm sure some aren't, or they are, and I don't know. Anyway, these are supposedly, and these are not all of them. They skipped a few. But like I said, there's some books out there. There's a video, man, and Tawadat to that brother. The name is Kwana Lawa. Go look up on YouTube. And if you go into, let me see, it's called Rodimus Prime Christ Destroyed. If you check that out, man, and there's like a couple of them, there's like 2 or 3. I mean, there's like 4 of them. I think it's 4, 3 or 4. And sorry, it's raining, so I might have to talk a little bit louder. If you go in there, like there's a bunch that he goes in through, and they're probably on here. Some of them I don't see, but a lot of them are like intertwined, like they're one and the same. Like, you know how like in Greek there was this god, and then in Roman it was the same god, but it was this, had a different name. It's basically the same thing like that, you know what I mean? But hey, we can go into one real quick. Just Agdatus is the deity of Greek, Roman, and you know what? Let's do this at the end, man. I don't really want to get into all this right here, right now, because first of all, we're getting into the whole gender thing, and this right here is going to go into some other stuff. I can get that at the end. Let's go into their Talmud, man. These these nasty freaking books that are supposed to be like holy, you know what I mean? Like now there are people of the Jewish faith, Judaic faith, that which Judaism is not like what the Hebrews believed. You know what I'm saying? They like I said earlier, they believe in like the Talmud, Midrash, all that stuff. Talmud and Kabbalah and stuff. And the Kabbalah, bro, is like mysticism in there and all sorts of stuff. Masons believe it. They all follow all this stuff, man. And it's crazy. And they've done this since the beginning, bro. Like they've done this for a long time. So, you know, a lot of people like to say through Nimrod. Nimrod was supposedly the first one who started like, you know, the mystery school, Freemasonry, and all that stuff. And ever since, you know, they've been worshiping all these quote unquote gods, and been getting perverted ever since, more and more and more. And they hid it for a while, but now, dude, like they don't even care anymore. It's everywhere. Commercials, like they don't even care, bro. They don't. I mean, if they cared, would they be having these readers, these story time children, these readers dressed in drag go in there, bro? No. Dude, what the fuck is up with that? Come on, that's crazy. That's just insane. What benefit does that have? I mean, I don't get it. I really don't. Like, I really don't get how somebody going in there all flashy, all weird, dressed in like a demon or something. Some people, dude, like dressed in like your deity, Satan, basically, going in there and like reading? What are you reading? I know you're not reading a good book. Probably some like transgender book that they're trying to promote or something. I mean, which is probably what it is. What are they? You think they're up there reading the Barnstein Bears or anything like that? Clifford? You think they're reading that? I mean, hey, they might be, but whatever, dude. that's not the point. The point is they're getting into all that crap for what? What is the purpose? What is that teaching a child in kindergarten who's 5? Oh, I want to be like them. I want to change my. You're gonna be talking about gender, changing your sex from a male, female, or vice versa. You know what I mean? At 5, bro. 5. Come on now. 5. The kid doesn't know what the hell he wants for freaking lunch, bro. Probably barely knows how to use the potty. Probably barely potty trained. Not even that good at it yet. And you're gonna give him the choice to change his sex. He barely figuring out what the hell that thing is down there, or her. And you're gonna have him change it already? Bro, that's silly, man. And if this offends you, I don't care. I don't care. Because that's just fucked up, bro. Let's call it for what it is. Anyway, it's a lot, man, for getting sidetracked from all this mess. Like I said, I don't like this stuff, bro. I did not enjoy doing this. I need to turn this up, man. It's a lock if it gets too loud. But I did not enjoy doing this at all, like, because these books are just, it's nasty, bro. And like, you're reading like, anyway, man, let's get into it. The more I rant and talk, the more I'm gonna be on here doing this shit. And dude, we're already at freaking 29 minutes. That's crazy. And I've really said nothing, really. I really haven't shown anything. And Salak, for the shakiness, stuttering, whatever. I guess it stopped raining, which is good. Good. All right, let's get into it. Here we go. All right, here we go. I think this is where we're at. Yep. Only problem is this thing right here. It's kind of in the way. Okay, I don't know if that shows up. Probably it doesn't show up on the screen, just on where I'm at. So if you see like me, I think it shows also like me where the pointer is. I think maybe, I'm not sure. So if you see like just a spot like holding it right there on the front, it's on the top. It's because I'm trying to move this little thing. This is the only way I could record it. I had to do it through my screen and talk into my phone. I tried to record it with another phone, but it couldn't focus properly, and it was just kind of annoying. So this is what we got, folks. Sorry, I wanted to like actually go into the thing, and probably I might do it, but I have the screenshots, so I have everything already set up for it, so we're just gonna get it that way. And so let me see, we are in, look at my sheet here, we're at Eruvin 18a. We're gonna go to 15. That's the one we're trying to read here. All right, and here we go. Let's see. Never mind. This is from Rabbi Yirmeiah ben Elazar. And he says, okay, Adam was first created with 2 faces. All right. So this is where they get that stuff, bro. Like the whole androgynous gods, like in mythology, like I was saying earlier. This is where these guys believe, coming from like the Torah, the scriptures from Genesis. And yeah, we'll get some of the scriptures here on some of these Bible apps. So we got, okay, he says Adam was first created with 2 deo, which is faces, I guess. Deo, faces. One male and the other female. As it is stated, you have formed me behind and before and laid your hand upon me. And that's from Psalms 139 and verse 5. And we can get that. Let me see. Should I get it now? Let me see. Similarly, it is written in the Zela, which your power had taken from the man, he made a woman, which is the rib. Okay. He made a woman and brought her unto the man. Okay. All right, let me get Psalms 139. Let's go to Psalms. All right, let's go to Psalms 139 and verse, what was the verse? 5. Thou hast beset me behind and before and laid thine hand upon me. All right, we're going to go into it. All right. What was that word that he was talking about? And the word he was saying, Deo. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, I'm reading the Genesis one, my bad. Okay. 135. Behind and before, okay. And that's where to get it from, that right there. Set here. Bind. Zawar. The Zawar. To bind. And that, dude, we can even go, because it's the same word. Like the only thing different is here. I'm going to show you. Watch this. Is the little, you see those little squiggly line thingies? Those little dots and marks? That's like what they use, in the whole, the Yiddish and all that. That was never there originally. And like, if you look at like a lexicon and stuff, you'll have the same word right here. You'll have it in the Hebrew. You'll have it there, and then under it, it's just like this. You know what I mean? Like I'm just scrolling through the next one, and they're like that. They have just different little marks on the different ones, and that's supposed to be like, it's a different word all of a sudden when it's the same. If you saw it without those little dots and squiggly lines and all those things, those marks, what would be the difference? You know what I mean? If you saw that, like, okay, I have this, and this, these same words, but you took the squiggly marks and the dots and all that, it would be the same word. And the word in Hebrew, they have like different meanings. They have multiple meanings. One single word. You know what I mean? It's pretty crazy. So to bind, besiege, confine. Excuse me. Let me see. Hold on. To cramp, confine, literally, figuratively. Okay, there's that, and then we can get to another one. Rock, cliff. Rock. Okay, so there's that. Let's go back to, what is it, Psalm 5. So you have beset me. Okay, so there's that one. And then what was the other one? It was Genesis 2. Okay, let's read that again. Okay. You have formed me behind and before, and that's where they get it. Supposedly, supposedly because of that script. In Psalms, they're like, oh, some light turned on in someone's head. They had an epiphany. And they thought, oh, wait, that's what the wad was talking about, David. You know what I mean? That's what he's talking about. Bro, come on. But anyway, and then similarly, it is written, oh, damn it. And the Zela, which the Most High had taken from the man. I don't want to say the L word because it means something else. And he made a woman. Okay, let me see. Which had taken from the man, he made a woman and brought her unto the man. And that's from Genesis. And that word right there is supposed to be, let's see, Zela. It's supposed to be the rib. Oh, dang it. And the rib which the Most High, Yahweh, had taken from man, made he woman, and brought her unto the man. Okay. Where's the rib here? Which side, rib, beam. But here, let's do that little thingy again. Where we go to, there it is. Okay, right here. To limp. Be lame, limp, okay. Has to do with sides, I guess you can say. Limping, stumbling. Alright. Next one. This is the one of rib, okay. Side, rib, beam, side chambers, side plank board, okay, side. And let's see what else. So the side, basically. Means the side. And then these guys are saying, Keep watching, man. Oh, man. Okay, so here we go. That was Genesis 2:22. Rav and Shmuel disagree over the meaning of the word, whatever. Zela. One said it means a female face, okay, which we just saw. I said rib, bro. Okay, but okay, face. Okay, side. And anyway, let's see. One side. It means a female face from which the Most High created Eve. And one said, which is, these rabbis are arguing amongst themselves, Adam was created with a tail. Come on, man. Oh, come on. A tail? Bro, okay. But hey, some people believe that, bro. And this is where it comes from. This is where it stems from. People believe that, and people who believe that, they probably believe in Kabbalah or probably Freemason, which is the same thing. They all believe in the same thing in the end, whether you're starting out or you're at the end. Well, actually, if you're starting out, they have you believe in Christ, and when you get to a higher degree, then you're told the truth, which is Hashatan, Satan. You worship him at the end, and anyway, man, that's a whole nother video, if it even gets to that. So, okay, this guy, Adam, was created with a tail, okay? which God removed from him and from which he created Eve. Wow. And dude, there's some dude out there made like a book, and like in one of the books he had like a little commentary there, and he was saying that it wasn't the rib, and it wasn't a tail like this guy's saying. It's saying that it was his stuff, his junk, bro. That he cut that thing off, the Most High, okay? Most High cut it off, and he made Eve with it. Which is crazy, because so it must have grown back. So he can have, Cain and Abel, and then Seth, and so on and so forth. But a tail. So this person believes a tail. And let's go to the next one, which is verse, we just did what? 15? 18a 15. All right, now let's go to 18a 16. And they say, the Gemara asks, granted, according to the one who says the Zela means face, it is understandable that it is written, you have formed me Zartani behind and before. Okay, so now they're just adding words. However, according to the one who says that Zela means tail, what is it meant by the verse, you have formed me Zatari behind and before? Okay, and again, like a lot of the things that I'm just going to be showing is that these guys are like doing this. They're arguing over this stuff. You know what I mean? They're having debates. They had debates long time ago on what interpretations these were. So like, dude, obviously some of these people weren't like 100% in like the Torah. You know what I'm saying? Like they had all these like crazy beliefs that, that were remnant from all these like supposed mythologies. You know what I'm saying? Like they believed it too, and this is where it comes from. It stems in from this, man. Like all this stuff that that's going on right now, like this whole quote unquote, because dude, it's just not even a fight, bro. It's stupid. It's not this gender war that people are going through right now, saying I'm a this and that, and then like it's insane. It's insane. And Salak again for going off on these tangents. It's just insane right now, bro. Like it's crazy. All right, so we're at 16. We just read 16, and now we're at 22. And let's see. The Gemara asks, granted, according to the one who said that Eve was a face, it is understandable that it is written, male and female, he created them, and blessed them. Okay, and blessed them. Sorry, I thought he was going to say, and blessed be they. But, and blessed them, and called their name man, Adam, in the day when they were created. Okay, and that's Genesis 5 and 2. Okay, so let's see where they spin it. Let's see where they spin it, like tailspin over here. Got, which indicates that from the very beginning of their creation, he fashioned two faces, one for the male and the other for the female. However, according to the one who said that Eve was created from a tail, what does it mean? What is the meaning of the verse, male and female, he created them? I mean, I don't know. Anyway, but so yeah, two faces. Adam had two faces. This is what they believe, bro. Two freaking faces. Wow. And there's if you go into I don't want to get sidetracked on that, man. Let me continue with this. And we can get that. We can get Genesis. Let's get Genesis 5 and 2. Oops. Genesis 5 and verse 2. Here we go. Male and female created he them, and blessed them, and called their name Adam, in the day when they were created. So obviously they're going from this part right here, and he called their name Adam. So people probably got the idea. Like I said, they're like, oh wait, See, that's what that means. That's what this means. And let's go into the thing so you can see what they are. There's a car. It's right there. And there's the other word. Oh, and it's with a Q here, not a K, like we saw earlier. Nakwaba. But yeah, there's that. Blessed them and called their name Adam. In the day they were created. Okay. Let's go back to this nonsense. Okay, so there's that one, and let's go to the next one. 30. Just keep going. Created them. Okay. More answers. It can be explained in accordance with the opinion of Rabbi Abahu. As Rabbi Abahu raised a contradiction between the verses. On the one hand, it is written, male and female, he created them, in the plural. And on the other hand, it is written, so God created man in his own image. For in the image of the Most High, he created them. And that's from Genesis 1:27. So this is where they get the whole the thing mixed up now. Like, oh wait, that's plausible now. And let's get it. 1:27. 1:27. So the Most High created man, Adam, in his own image. In the image of the Most High created he them. Male and female, he created them. And let's go into it. And this is where they get it, man. By like one little thing thrown off. Alright, let's read. Okay. Gosh, man, it's crazy. Alright, so we got that. And let me see. We go into. Got that one. 23. Got that. Sorry. All right, here we go. And so they're getting the other scripture, which was Genesis 5:2. They're using that one, right? And let me see. Yeah. And then they're using the Genesis 1:27, and that's where they're like saying, "Oh, see." They had two faces. They were androgynous. When the Most High said male and female. Male and female, not male and female as in one, you know what I'm saying? Male and female, plural. One male, one female, two, plural. But, and they even called him Adam, like, people, human, you know what I mean? Like, man, this is a man. This is man. People, I don't know, man. It's just the comprehension skills, man, I guess. It's just weird. But like, it's like I'm saying, like they had this like in them already from like way back then. Like believing these stories from these so-called myths of others religions that they did way back when, and it's coming back, man. They're starting to not care anymore, and they really want that freaking that one religion order, dude. They really want that. So if they get enough people to believe in this stuff, you know, it'll be quicker for them to get underway, to get their plans done. But man, the Most High, bro, they're like, they think the Most High is stupid or something. I don't know what the hell they think. Obviously, I mean, it's not good, but they think the Most High is stupid, and that he's let a lot of stuff go through, just happen, because, you know, Yasharal, Israel, are fucking up, man, you know. And not those people that are in so-called Israel right now. I'm not talking about those people. Talking about people from the book. The real ones, you know. They fucked up. Gotta get back, man. Gotta get back to the Torah. Tawara. Gotta get back to it. And maybe we can get out of here. Who knows? But Shalak again for getting off track. So we got that one. This is like, there's that. And then next we have from the same person, just the next chapter, and that's 18b. We're gonna go to 18b now. We're gonna start at verse 3. Okay, see, there's a 4 there, so the one above it must be 3. Okay, so we're at 3, and oops, sorry, a bunch of stuff around me, and I'm in a car. Okay, so we got the Gemara, and asks, see, man, I gotta move that thing right there, because otherwise I can't see the presentation. Okay, there we go. Gemara asks, and according to the one who says that Eve was the face or side of Adam, which one of them walked in front? Oh my God, see what I mean? They're like, I mean, whatever, dude. I mean, they're entertaining it, but it's the only thing that I pictured, like that movie. What's that movie? Evolution. I picture that when they got into the cave. I picture that like bug that had like 2 fronts. One was going front, and then the other one, it was like back and forth. That's what when I read this. That's immediately what popped into my head. That freaking creature from Evolution. Okay, according to Eve was face side. Which one of them walked in front? Rav Naaman bar Yitzhak said, It is reasonable to say that the male walked in front, as this is proper behavior, as it is taught in Bareda, some other nonsense. A man should not walk behind a woman on a path, even if she is his wife. Okay, I'm sure there's a story about it that they made. A man should not walk behind a woman on a path, even if she is his wife. If she happens upon him on a bridge, he should walk quickly in order to catch up to her, and consequently move her to his side. Okay, so that she will not walk before him. And anyone who walks behind a woman in a river, where she has to lift up her skirt in order to cross, has no share in the world to come. What the fuck, bro? Just because you happen to walk behind your wife? Bro. I mean, what if you're taking a piss on your walk and you have to walk behind her to catch up to her? You're far off. You have no share in the world to come, according to them. Cool, man. Alright, next we go to verse 4. It's the next one. The sages taught. Alright, let's go back. And the world to come. Yeah, didn't really have much to go off with. The sages taught, verse 4, with regard to one who counts out money for a woman, from his hand into her hand, and from her hand into his hand, in order to look upon her. Okay, even if in other matters he is like Moses, our teacher, we received the Torah from Mount Sinai, he will not be absolved from the punishment of Gehenna. Okay, the verse says about him, hand to hand, the evil man shall not go unpunished. Dude, okay. And let's get it. Proverbs 11:21. Why not? Proverbs 11:21. Okay. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. And we can even get different translations, bro. Because I'm not. I mean, KJV has its things, and that's the lexicons, as it's been said before. that's awesome about the whole KJV. It's linked to it. But like, you gotta remember that a Freemason, Francis Bacon, he had this. Whoops. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, whoops. That's the problem, man, with freaking doing it on your phone. So stupid. You hit something and it messes up. I just forgot what I was saying. Because that really messed me up. Anyway. Alright, we read that. Proverbs 11:21. Okay, and one who hands money from his hand to her hand, even if he received the Torah from God's hand to his own, like Moses, he will not be absolved from the punishment of Gehenna, which is called evil. I mean, dude, we know that. Like, the problem is nowadays people are like, they're okay. They do wrong. Like, people sin. Everyone sins. And instead of like praying like we're supposed to now, because we don't have temple anymore. We can't offer up sacrifices and, you know what I mean, free offerings, you know, all that stuff. We can't do that. And there's scriptures that say now that our prayers are like a substitute for our. Here, let me get it. Give me 1 second. I can find it right now, real fast. In place. Okay, here we go. All right, let's go to. Okay, let's go to Hosea. You can go to Hosea chapter 14 and verse 2. Here, let's get it real quick. Now that we have, it's just, man, this thing is so annoying. All right, I gotta move this. I'll move it later. All right, what is it? Hosea 14. Hosea 14. And in this one, it's verse 2. If you have like a KJV or another translation, it probably might be 3. Oh, sorry, vice versa. It's 3 in this one, and it might be 2 in your books. So here we go. Take with you words and return unto Yahweh, the Most High. Say unto him, forgive all iniquity and accept that which is good. So we will render for bullocks, which is the sacrifices, the bulls, right? The offering of our lips. All right. And we also got another one. Let's go to, oh, it's a long one. Let's try to get the short ones. All right, we can go to Psalms. Go to Psalms. Oops. All right. And 141. Whoops. Proverbs. Come on, brah. Psalms 141. All right, verse 1 and through 2. A song of Dawad, David. Yahweh, I have called thee. Make haste unto me. Give ear unto my voice when I call unto thee. Let my prayer be set forth as incense before thee, the lifting up of my hands as the evening sacrifice. Bro, this is what we're left with, man. We don't have temples. Can't sacrifice. Which, it'd be awesome, bro. Wouldn't it be awesome to offer the Most High his stuff, bro? A tenth of what you got because you're so freaking blessed? That would be awesome. But you can't. And if people are doing sacrifices, I mean, dude, you have no temple. And you can't just sacrifice anywhere. If you look at like when they were in the wilderness and stuff, the Most High kept saying that he's gonna have a spot. He's gonna set up a place to have his sacrifices in his place, which we know it's Yerushalayim, Jerusalem. But that was his place of sacrifice, bro. I mean, do you ever hear of like Daniel when he was exiled? Do you ever hear him saying that he offered sacrifices and stuff like that? No, but you hear him praying. You hear about him praying. I mean, he was praying out his window, facing where the temple would be, to the east. Well, east here where I live. Might be west where someone else lives, north or south, whatever. But in the book of Daniel, before he got caught by his people, of Nebuchadnezzar's people, and they're like, "Oh, we caught him praying," and you weren't supposed to do that. You know, you weren't supposed to pray to that freaking abominable statue that was made. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. So this is where we get the story of when he goes in there with the lions and stuff. And anyway, man, let me see. Just check out another one here. We can go. Oh yeah, we can give that one, right? Let's see. Okay, and check this out. In 2 Chronicles, let me find 2 Chronicles. It's just different, man. Like, because if you look at the traditional way, like if I was Christian, like the way that the books are set up, they're different. And then like if you look at like quote unquote, like the Jewish way, how they set up like the Torahs and you know what I'm saying, like the Tanakhs, the books, what they're called, like the stones and JPSs, and you know, to name some. They're different. They're categorized different, and they're found in different places. Like if you look at Psalms, it's towards the end of the book because it's the writings, you know. But anyway, let me get 2 Chronicles, and we're looking at chapter 7 and verse 14. Man, how long? Damn, we're already an hour and something, dude. Come on. All right. If my people, upon whom my name is called, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their evil ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land. This is where, like, because I mean, we all know exile, everything was taken away because we didn't listen. The Hebrews didn't freaking listen, dude. And so Most High said, hey, you follow this, you got this, you got the blessing. Boom, boom, boom. If you don't, then you got this. And guess what? We don't have that anymore because we didn't listen. And I'm referencing we because anyone who is not like a banned nation from Deuteronomy can potentially be called Israel, Yasharal. You know what I mean? And there's scriptures of that the stranger will be called like the native, or you know what I mean, like the native of the land. So I mean, there's that. So yeah. 2 Chronicles, we already got that. And let me see, do we have time for do another one? This one's long. I mean, I guess we can do it. Why not? 1 Kings. Let's go to 1 Kings. 1 Kings 8. And we're going to start at, it's not too bad. I guess we can, 46. If they, your people, right, sin against thee, the Most High, for there is no man that sinneth not. Yeah, we said that earlier. There's scriptures everywhere about that. Proverbs. And thou be angry with them, and deliver them to the enemy, so that they carry them away captive unto the land of the enemy, far off or near. Yet if they shall bethink themselves, remember, in the land whither they are carried captive, wherever they are, and turn back and make supplication unto thee, unto the Most High, in the land of them that carry them captive, saying, we have sinned and have done iniquitously. We have dealt wickedly. If they return unto thee with all their mind, that's what heart means, and with all their soul, in the land of their enemies who carry them captive, and pray unto thee towards their land, Yarawah Shalom, which thou gavest unto their fathers, the city which thou hast chosen, that's Yarawah Shalom to me, and the house which I have built for thy name. Okay, the temple. How far did that go up to? 53. Okay, we still got a couple. Then hear thou their prayer and their supplication in heaven, thy dwelling place, and maintain their cause, and forgive thy people who have sinned against thee, and all their transgressions wherein they have transgressed against thee, and give them compassion before those who carry them captive, that they may have compassion on them. 51. For they are your people, and your inheritance, which thou broughtest forth out of Egypt, all the way from Egypt, from the midst of the furnace of iron, that thine eyes may be open unto the supplication of thy servant, which is Jacob, Yahweh, right? And there's many scriptures to prove that. Unto the supplications of thy servant, and unto the supplications of thy people, Israel. Oh, okay, sorry. Israel is the servant. Same thing. Solomon is talking about that. All right, and supplication of thy people, Yashar al, Israel, to hearken unto them wherever they cry unto thee. Okay, for thou didst set them apart from among all the peoples of the earth, to be thine inheritance, as thou didst speak by the hand of Masha, thy servant, when thou broughtest our fathers out of Egypt. O Yahweh. Oh man, okay, that wasn't too bad. Let me see, do we have another one here lurking? That one. Okay, well, let's see, we got that one. And I think we might, hold on, give me 1 second as I look through this right here. Another one I think we can look at is Leviticus. I think we can go there. Go to Leviticus 26. Let me see. Leviticus 26. Come on. 40. Let's see. 40. And they shall confess their iniquity and the iniquity of their fathers in their treachery which they committed against me, and also that they have walked contrary unto me. 41. I also will walk contrary unto them, and bring them into the land of their enemies. If then perchance their uncircumcised mind be humbled, and they then be paid with punishment of their iniquity. Basically, you do those things that we just mentioned, like, you know what I'm saying, like praying and all that stuff. Do good. Then will I remember my covenant with Yaquab, and also my covenant with Isaac, Yatzak, get the T, Yatzak, and also my covenant with Abraham will I remember, and I will remember the land. Let me go up. For the land shall lie forsaken without them, and shall be paid her Shabbaths, while she lieth desolate without them. And they shall be paid the punishment of their iniquity, because they rejected mine ordinances, and their soul abhorred my statutes. And yet, for all that, when they are in the land of their enemies, I will not reject them, neither will I abhor them, to destroy them utterly, and to break my covenant with them. For I am Yahweh, their power. But I will, for their sakes, remember the covenant of their ancestors, whom I brought forth out of the land of Egypt in the sight of the nations, that I might be their power. I am Yahweh. 6. These are the statutes and ordinances and laws which Yahweh made between him and the children of Yasharal on Mount Sinai by the hands of Moshe. Okay. So it's possible. Most High, man. Gotta do good. Help people. If you can bless people, bro, like the poor, the widows. What else? The poor, the widows, the orphans. You know, there's stuff in scriptures, man. That stuff helps, bro. That helps you. I mean, and not to do it like, oh, I have a camera. Watch this, guys. You know what I mean? Watch this. Look what I can do. Look what I'm about to do, guys. No, not like that, bro. Come on. I mean, but hey, if cameras happen to be there and, you know, whatever, I mean, so be it. But to go out of your freaking way, set up a camera like, oh, man, that's a little much, bro. Just, can't you help somebody just to help them anymore? Like, everything's got to be on freaking social media. Salak, I have the phone away. Give me 1 second to grab something real quick. And I can't find it. Where, oh where? Seriously, where did it go? Okay, hopefully this will work. Find that real quick. Oh, it's raining, bro. Well, that's not gonna freaking work. Okay. Well. Okay. Anyway, that didn't work. Let me pick this up. Moving on, man. Sorry, we're already an hour and 12 minutes. Where we got to the verse 4. Okay. Yep, this was verse 4. Let me move this back up so I can see, because I can't see shit right now. Alright, we got that, and whose hand? Okay, got that. Got in the whole big sidetrack, man. Alright, let's get the other one here real quick. The next one on the list, that was 4. Cross that out. Now we need to look for 10. Go 10. Alright, this is number 10, and then let's see. Having cited an Agadic statement of, and that means like something has to do with like their stuff, their talmuds and stuff. It's a certain kind of statement thing that it's stupid. Anyway, Rabbi Yermeh Ban Elazar, the Gemara cites other statements of his, and it's a rabbi. And he said, all those years during which Adam was ostracized for the sin involving the tree of knowledge, okay? He bore spirits. Whoa! Demons and female demons. Bro, and this is where people get like, this is where they get the Lilith, the night creature, the night demon, or something like that, man. This is where they get it. They get it from these books right here, the Talmud, Midrash. I don't know, man, which one it is, which particular one exactly, but it's in there. It's the Talmud. It's from there. That's where all that stuff comes. But dude, he bore spirits, demons, and female demons, as it is stated. And Adam lived 130 years and begot a son in his own likeness, after his image, and called his name Seth. So in between there, they're saying that. And how do they know this, dude? How? Were they out there and you know what I mean? Where? So, okay, so I don't even understand. So Adam had some form of sex that might have not been sex, because, well, one thing, some of these people say that he didn't have a piece, so he whoops, dang it, I just gotta stop pushing that. Some people say he didn't have a piece, so like, how did he do it, dude? And dude, there's some crazy stuff I saw in here, man. And I don't know if I put it on this little presentation thing, but I took screenshots somewhere. It might be in here. It might be in there later, because I'm not exactly sure what said what. Because they all kind of refer to each other. You know what I mean? They go back to each other and start and quote each other. Sorry. But so he bore spirits, demons, female demons, and he lived 100 years old in there. All right. And this is from Genesis 5:3. By reference, until now, the age of 130, he did not bear after his image, but rather bore other creatures. So that's what they believe. When it said his image, until then, all that time in between, other creatures were made. And there's other people who believe that there were other people, other quote unquote human, or weren't humans. They were I don't know, and they call them Adamites, only those that were after Seth, Adamites. But there was other people, or Adam was the one chosen, or it's crazy, man. And others believe that Adam was a freaking giant, but that's Kabbalah and all that freaking nonsense shit. But if you're into that, man, that's you. But we stick to Torah here. And so yeah, that's number 10. And should we get that? I mean, we can. Genesis 5:3. I mean, let me get it here. It's kind of quicker. Genesis 5:3. Adam lived 130 years and begot a son in his own likeness, after his image, and called his name Seth. But that's where they get it, because of that word, his own likeness. Because I don't know, that's where they believe it, man. Just one little word, which I know one word is big, and it can change a lot of stuff. But man, you see what I mean? They just just looking for something to go in there. And so, I mean, there's that. And then we got, next one is 11. Let's go to the next one, 11. All right. The Gemara raises an objection from the Areda. Must be another book somewhere. Rabbi Meir. I think, was that the name that we were looking for earlier? Maybe. I don't remember. Meir would say, Adam, the first man, was very pious. When he saw that death was imposed as a punishment because of him, he observed a fast for 130 years, and he separated from his wife for 130 years. Now, let me see. And wore belts, zarzi, of fig leaves on his body, okay, as his own garment. Sorry, it's because this is darker. Some are lit, some are not. It's kind of weird. So, on his body and his own garment for 130 years. If so, how did he father demons into the world? Man, that's just crazy. But 130 years. But a fast. He fasted for 130 years. And then he separated from his wife. Now, what does that mean? He separated from his wife. He didn't see her for 130 years? And then is that how like people want to take the whole thing where I don't know. Well, this is after. That would be afterward. What do you mean? I mean, I was gonna try to say like, wait, there's like 130 years where where she met the snake and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, no. But that happened after. So he separated from his wife for 130 years, supposedly. Did a fast, according to these guys. This Rabbi Meir. Whatever. We got 12 now. Let's go to the next one. And I'm just going to read them, man. This is what they think. And if... whoops. Did I get that? Yeah. And if, like, there's a scripture or something, we'll go to it. And if something, like, pops up in my head, I mean, I don't want to make it too long, bro. Like, I really don't want to make this too long because it's not cool. Okay, so now we're at 12. Okay, let's see what 12 has to say. And 12 says, the Gemara answers, when Rabbi Jeremiah made his statement, okay, he meant that those destructive creatures were formed from the semen that Adam accidentally emitted, which brought the destructive creatures into it. See, this is crazy because spoiler alert. Later on, I actually no, it's not in this one, but in one of the books. Let me see if I can remember the name. In one of their books out there. Let me see. I have it written down. Let me try to look at it. Give me 1 second. Oh, it's crazy. Like, I guess this. Well, maybe that particular chapter, I guess, was about that. But there's a whole like chapter where they're talking about like just a bunch of stuff. Like, I mean, personal things. Like, you know what I mean? Those kind of things. Like talking about, you know, like bodily fluids and, you know, whatnot. And I still can't find that piece. Wherever that went. Oh, give me 1 second, folks. I really have to find that piece. It's a necessity. Anyway, it's not there. I must have dropped it somewhere. So, what a shame. But a shame. Okay. Oh, sorry. Too much stuff, man. Too much stuff over there. Anyway, I think it's in the... I gotta find this stupid name, man. Let me see. It's called... Had a weird name. Ah, here it is. It's called in the Shulchan Even HaEzer. And I have them, dude. Let me... I hate to go through all that because... Alright, fuck it. Go. No, because it's going to mess up where I'm at right now. So I'll show it at the end if I remember. But in those books, like the ones that I actually screenshotted, there was talks there where they're talking about like it's a sin to you know, finish, you know, to do to blow the load, all right? And if you're not married, or I mean, in general, they believe that if you do that, it's a sin, and and they probably cover that later on in that book. Probably in that book, I just haven't read it all because I don't like those books. But it's in there, man. Spoiler alert, like I said. And I think we're gonna get something out of one of those chapters anyway. So if I remember, I'll come back to that. Let's see, what minute was it? About 1 hour and 24 something. So about an hour and 24 minutes, somewhere around it. If I remember, I'll get it. But yeah, so according to this guy right here, what was it? Yermaiah, he's saying that because of Adam's semen that was accidentally emitted, brought forth these freaking creatures, these demons and female demons and all that shit. So I mean, wow, it's crazy, bro. But hey, this is where we're going. This is where we're going, man, right now. All right, so there's that one. Okay, should we get to the next? Yeah. All right, moving on. Let's go to the next one, and which is, oh man, and I'm probably gonna butcher a lot of these names, but it is what it is, man. And this is a long one. Holy shit. I don't know. We're just gonna read through it, man, because a lot of these scriptures we've already gone through. But I mean, the ones we didn't see, we can go into them, I guess, if you want. Why not? All right, this has to be over here. Dang it, dude! This is just annoying, that little thing there. All right, here we go. This is from the Bereshit Rabbah, Rabbi Rabbah, I guess, and we're gonna go into chapter 8. And there, verse 1. And what we're doing here, man, because I know, like, I've said a lot of stuff, but the thing we're looking for here, and it seems like it's kind of like not in that part right now, because I kind of sidetracked a little. It's about gender. So a lot of these things is just going to be like where these words were mentioned, and I know, like, because we went earlier, like, went over it. There's like 100 and something sightings of, you know, these said things. And sure, I'm not gonna go through all 100 and something, 300 of this. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to show, like, that they exist. This transgenderism existed, like, before, like, these, you know, our times, and even before, like, when these rabbis were making these oral traditions and codes and all that stuff, like. There was people believing in these two-faced gods, these androgynous beings, bro, and that's like the goal, like that's godhood to them, bro. Being both, coming back. Like, I think it was Plato. He's over here, like, in his play or whatever. Like, he made in his play, like, they were the gods. Zeus was mad. They were rebelling against the gods or some shit like that, and they were all, like, conjoined. They had like male parts, female parts. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they were, like, stuck together. Basically, think of like two people stuck together, you know, back to back, and that's what they were portrayed as. And then, like, which is weird. It's just a weird thing. And so the god Zeus, sorry to say these stupid names, but I have to reference them. He got mad at them because they were rebelling, and he split them in half. And now the goal for humanity is to find your other half. And so a lot of that stuff is probably some of the stuff that these people believe, and just went with it and say, hey, you know what? Let's just try to incorporate Torah, because these people, bro, Khazars, they have been doing that their whole life. Like, when they switched over to Judaism, they did that the whole time. And that's in that comes from the Synagogue of Satan by I even happen to have it here, I think, by Andrew Carrington Hitchcock. Synagogue of Satan. It's in, like, first couple pages, man. I think if when you start reading it, talks about that stuff. But yeah, I have that book, and it's a great book. Still reading it. There's a lot of freaking information in there, man. And Anyway, that's another time. But check that book out, man, if you have it, if you can buy it, because you can't buy that shit on, you're not going to be able to buy it on Amazon, that's for sure. Or, what is Barnes & Noble? No, you won't be able to find it there. But, it's a good book to get, man. And there's another one, it's by some other dude. Make sure, if you get it by Andrew Carrington Hitchcock. Because that's the one that made it. It's like a timeline. And, yeah. They've been doing that from the beginning, bro. Just taking shit. But anyway, that's for another subject. And we might even get into that. Because, the Bonds, videos have been taken down. The person I referenced earlier, he has some videos on that, but I think only two. It's like 2 or 3 now. It used to be 4, I think 3 now. Out of like, I think 7, they've just been deleting them over. You know what I mean? And he had other stuff, and they were great, but they deleted those 2. So he's been getting shorted, man. So I mean, I don't know. Check it out if you want to. Oh gosh. Okay. Let's keep going, man. This fucking shit. I'm just gonna read through this, man. It's taking too long. Okay. So, you know what I'm gonna do? Let me pause this, because I don't want to upload this, or to be able to upload it and then it be too long and I won't be able to upload it in another spot. So I'm just gonna stop this one, and I'm gonna pick right up on the other one, just so it doesn't mess up. Or should I just keep going? Let's see, where am I? I guess we could. Nah. Let's keep going. Let's just keep going, bro. Alright. But I will do this. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna take an intermission. I'm gonna pause this, and I'll be right back. Alright. Salak. Sorry for that. Let me get back into it. And turn this thing real quick. Alright. Alright, let's get this going. So we're on verse 1. Alright, and it says, Yirmiyah, different. Is it the same guy? Oh, Rabbi. Oh, okay, whatever. In the hour when the Holy One created the first human, he created him as an androgyne. Okay, here we go. This is where it starts. He created him as an androgynous. As it is said, male and female, he created them, said Rabbi Shmuel Bar Nachmani. Anyway, after I say their name, I might just skip saying their name, man, because it's like bar this, bend that. It's like, it's too much. And I don't like saying the name. In the hour when the Holy One created the first human, he created for him a double face, just like we heard earlier in another book of the Talmud, or whatever it is. The prosopon. I don't even know what is that. Anyway, do part sufin, and sawed him and made him backs, a back here and a back there, or here, as it is said, back and before you formed me. Again, that comes from that psalm from the Wad. Because of there, they believe, oh, well, the Wad put more insight into this verse. You know what I'm saying? Weird. Okay, they objected to him, but it says he took one of his ribs, and I'm not even going to try that one, and that's from Genesis, we got earlier. He said to them, it means one of his sides, just as you would say, and for the side of the tabernacle, or Mishkan. So I think we even looked at it. It means side. It meant rib. Also, stumble, limp. So, I don't know, man. I don't know where you get this shit from. Okay, so Genesis 22 or 2:21. All right, we got that, and here we are. We are at. He said to them, like, I don't even know who's who now, but it doesn't matter. He said to them, it means one of his sides, just as he was. Okay, all right. Now we got as in a side, like Exodus 26 and 20, which is, it's going to be talking about the temple. And I don't think we need to go into that one, which they translate in Aramaic for the side. And then Ar Tankuma, in the name of Rabbi Banaya and Rabbi Barakyah, in the name of Rabbi Elazar, said, dude, come in the name of this guy, but that guy, and then I name him. It's like, what's going on? Who's who? Oh, man. Okay. In the time that the Holy One created Adam Harshan. Let's go to the next one. And let's pick up to where, okay, there it is. Created Adam Harshan as a golem. So, oh, man. So, Adam was a golem, is what these guys are coming up with now. He created him, and he was set up from one end of the world and unto its other end. That's what it's written. Your eyes saw my golem. And that's from Psalm 139:16. And we can get that. I guess we can get that one real quick just to see what it says, right? 139:16. This stupid thing. Thine eyes did see mine unformed substance, and in thy book they were all written, even the days that were fashioned, when as yet there was none of them. Okay. So, again, using the words of King Dawad, man, to, like, I don't know, to justify these things, to put a perspective into their stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, he's a golem. Well, wait, you know what? I don't know, man. Rabbi Yehoshua bar Nehemiah and Rabbi Yehuda bar Simon. And, dude, there's two. See what I mean? In this guy's name and that, it's like, it's annoying. Rabbi Elazar's name, okay, said, he created him filling the whole world. From where did we know he extended, okay? From the east to west. That it said back, which is akawar, i.e., after the place of sunset and before east, you formed and closed me. And that's Psalm 139:5. And that's the one we got from earlier, right? All right. From where that he went from north to south. That it said, and from the edge of the heavens and until the edge of the all right. Some of the stuff doesn't even because, you know what I mean? This stuff is going into some other things. Let me just read the stuff that we're here for. Like, okay, and in this case, we were here for not the column, it was the other part. But this is going into it. But this too, man. This, yeah, because Adam, they say, was a golem, and this goes into these weird beings that Adam was, man. Supposedly, according to these people, Adam was like had two heads or two faces. One was Eve's, and probably had to, like, you know what I'm saying, like the two parts, you know, like and there's gods, dude. We're gonna go into it maybe if there's time. We're gonna go into those androgynous deities, but we'll see. So this one is 9. Okay, let's go to the 9 now. Okay, and Rabbi Simlai said to them, in the past, Adam was created from the Adamah and Kava. Oh, and Kava. Okay, so Adam was created from the earth, and this is Eve, supposed to be Eve, was created from Adam. Okay, from here and onward, in our image, as our likeness. Not man without woman, and not woman without man, and not both of them without Shekinah. And Shekinah doesn't exist in Torah. There's no such thing. There's no such word. It's a Talmud thing. It's a Judaic thing. Because Judaism is not the Hebrews, man, like what the Hebrews worshipped, you know, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's not who these people follow, bro. They can lie to you. Oh yeah, we're part of this covenant, but their actions say they're not. Because, dude, oh my God, bro, you gotta see it. Like some of the stuff that like, oh. It's disgusting. It's on my I think, yeah, it's pinned on my fake book, bro. It's so disgusting. It's nasty. And you can't convince me, bro. You cannot convince me that they are the chosen people. The only thing that they're chosen for is to kick Jacob's ass because they fucked up. And they're doing it really well. Really, 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 really well. So, yeah, man, that's pretty much it. They're doing it really too fucking well. Holy shit. Like, anyway, alright, here we go. Next. Okay, now another rabbi. Oh, gosh. I guess, dude, it's all these. Oh, wait, what was that one? Did we do 9? Yeah, we did 9. Okay, cool. All right, 10. There we go. Bereshit Rabbah 8, and this is verse 10. Rabbi Hoshea, in the moment that the Holy One created Adam Harishon, the first human, the ministering angels erred and sought to say holy before him, or Quadash, Quadash, holy before him, to worship him. What did the Holy One do? He cast upon him deep sleep. So he put him to sleep because the angels were trying to worship him. This is like their interpretation, and that's from Genesis 2:21. And we know about that. He put him to sleep to get the rib to make Eve, because it's not good for man to be alone. That's scripture. And all knew that he was Adam. So they didn't know I don't know, man. I'm not even gonna get into it, because it's just too much, man. All right, so we're done with that, the Bereshit, and now we're moving into what is called Mishnah Bikurim. Oh my gosh. And this is in chapter 4. And we're going to go to the first verse. Here we go. A hermaphrodite. Oh, and if we don't know these terms, we can go back to this. Oh, shoot. Was it that one? Yep. We can go back to here and find these genders. Remember? Okay. Whoop. In case we forgot. Here they are. Here they are. Just to reference them again. I know it's been a while. We're at 145. I mean, it's been a while. And we got... Let's get the simple one. Here we go. So he's saying a hermaphrodite, so it's one of these androgynous. That's what they're referencing here. Whoops. Okay, here we go. The hermaphrodite, which, dude, they have like whole books on this, man. They really believed in this stuff. They believed that there were six to eight genders, and here's how you deal with those genders, like specific stuff. The hermaphrodite, in some ways, like men, and in other ways like women. In other ways, he is like men and women, and in others, he is like neither men nor women. Ooh, little riddles. So, there's the reference for hermaphrodite, and they're basically saying they're not man or woman sometimes. Or wait, was yeah. Which, in that case, that's a very difficult case. That's up to the individual, man. And obviously, they would go up to the leaders, and like if it was old times, they'd be talking to Masha and be like, "Hey, what do we do in this case?" But these guys got together in their stuff and did, and it's crazy, bro. Crazy, some of the stuff that I read. It's sickening, but I keep saying that, man. Sorry. All right, so we got that one. Let's go to the next one, which is verse 2. And it's probably just going to keep maybe going off of what these people just were talking about. Let's see. Here we go. In what ways is he like man? All right, let's just... Yeah, see what I mean? It's getting into some of this crazy stuff. But, we can go through it real quick. In what ways is he like men, okay? He causes impurity with white discharge. Oh, like men. He dresses like men. He can take a wife but not be taken as a wife, like men. When he is born, his mother counts the blood of purification like men. He may not be secluded with women like men, because they have a whole bunch of rules about that, and there's some crazy stuff in that too. He is not maintained with the daughters like men, okay? He transgresses the law of you shall not round, okay? That's we can go in that one, I guess. The beard, grow your beards, man. Grow that beard. Leviticus. Let's see. And you shall, okay. And you shall not defile for the dead, and that's Leviticus 21:1. Like men, and he must perform all commandments of the Torah, like men. So, okay, he's just talking about a hermaphrodite here. He's obligated to do stuff like a man. I guess if I don't even know, man. Like anyway, if he chooses to be a man in his life, or I don't know, they could just change. I don't know, man. That's I don't have that option to do that. I'm a man. Okay, so let's go to so I can't like say what they could do, how they would do it. 4, here we go. 4, and we're at what? 3? 3, here we go. And in what ways is he like women? He causes impurity with discharge. Oh, like women. And he must not be secluded with men. Okay, like women. And he doesn't make his brother's wife liable for levirate marriages. Okay. And he does not share in inheritance with the sons like women. Okay. So those are the things. At his birth, the hermaphrodite, we're still talking about it. At his birth, his mother counts the blood for her impurity, like they do when they give birth to a girl. I guess if they choose, see, or at the same time, you know what I mean? Like, it's weird. If you know the laws of like, if you're born if you have a male child, like how many days you're impure? 7, I think it's 7, and then if it's a woman, it's double. If I'm not mistaken, I mean I could be wrong if I'm mistaken, but there's certain times. So I mean, I don't know if it identifies more with this. I don't know. Okay, so here we go. Where were we? He's no share inheritance. Okay, like the sons, like women, and he cannot eat most holy sacrifices like women. And what? Anyway, and he cannot eat the most holy sacrifices like women. He cannot eat most holy sacrifices like women. And at his birth, his mother counts the blood for impurity, like when he does give birth to a girl. And he is disqualified from being a witness like women. What? If he... Bro. If he had illicit intercourse, he is disqualified from eating teruma like women. So these are the things that count this being, this creature, I guess. They call him creature, but it's a person who, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how that would happen. You can look into your lineage. I mean, there's a lot of factors that can do all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's not a very, very common thing, man. There's a small percentage of that. But like in these times, it's trying to be like a norm. Like, oh, you know what I mean? Like it's crazy. It's insane, man. I'm glad I don't get it. All right, so that was verse 3. Oh, where did I put? Uh-oh. There it is. Okay, so now we're on verse 4. I have to turn that down. Okay. Verse 4. Sorry, get a sip of water. In what ways is he like both men and women? One who strikes him or curses him is liable, as in the case of men and women, all right? One who unwittingly kills him must go into exile, and if on purpose, then the slayer receives the death penalty, as in the case of men and women. His mother must, at his birth, bring an offering, as in the case of men and women. He may eat holy things that are eaten outside of the temple, and he may inherit any inheritance, as in the case of men and women. Okay, so there's 4. Again, we're just going through these, man. I mean, some of them don't even really have stuff. They just mention the thing, or they have some kind of, they say something, and that's basically what I'm trying to do. It's just, I keep getting into these things and going off in these little tangents, but bringing stuff out though, like bringing some stuff out, scripts. So it's not a total loss. Okay, so now are we going? Yep. Now we're switching it up to another book, and that one is called. I'm sure I'm butchering all this stuff, man, but whatever. It's all good. So we got the Kagaiga, and that's in chapter 2a and 1, and that's, give me 1 second, adjust this real fast. Whoa. And it's raining, so if it messes with the voice, I don't know, pretty close to the phone, so I'm sure you guys can hear me. Alright, so now we're going to the Kagaiga 2a1, and it says in the Mishnah, okay, all are obliged or obligated on the 3 pilgrimage festivals in the mitzvah of appearance, i.e., to appear in the temple, as well as to sacrifice an offering, okay, excuse me, except for a deaf mute, an imbecile, and a minor, and a tum-tum. Oh, a tum-tum, they're excluded. And a hermaphrodite, androgynous, and women, and slaves who are not emancipated, and the lame, and the blind, and the sick, and the old, and one who is unable to ascend to Yarawashalam on his own 2 legs. Okay, so that's the people that are disqualified from doing the pilgrimages that were in the that we were supposed to go. But since stuff isn't there anymore, it's gone. Temple where we could sacrifice, we can't do those sacrifices. We can't do those pilgrimages. Other people do. Like you got the Muslims. They have their pilgrimages. They go over there. But anyway, we're not going to talk about them. Okay, so the next book that we're up against is now we're going back into the Mishnah Nida. And this is the 5 in chapter 5. And we're going to start at 8. And it says, okay, and then these are like, okay, this one from, if I remember correctly, yep, if we look at this, these are some of the ways that they determined that somebody was one of these 6 to 8, 6 if you want to say 6, 8 if you want to say 8, genders that these rabbis categorize people from male and female. You know what I'm saying? So these are totally different genders, and these are some of the ways that they determined that. You're gonna read, dude. All right, here we go. What are the signs that indicate grown womanhood? All right, Rabbi Yossi Hageli says, all right, and he says, grown womanhood begins from when her breasts grow sufficiently so that a fold appears below the breast. Okay, that's his opinion. Rabbi Akiva says, it begins from when the breasts sag onto the chest. And here we go. Ben Azai says, it begins from when the areola at the tip of the breast darkens. And then Rabbi Yossi again says, it begins when the breasts have developed to a size where a person places his hand on the nipple and it depress. All right, Salak. Let me try it again. Places his hand on the nipple and it depresses and slows to return. Wow. What a way to freaking check if it's a woman, bro. I mean, if you can eat, I don't know. Well, I guess they still had freaking breast implants back then. I don't know. So crazy. Crazy. Oh, man. But if it depresses, I don't know, man. Whatever. This is what they believe. We're going through it. We're going through. All right, that's it. Let's go to verse 9. All right, and let me move this up. I can't see. Same book. Let's see. A girl 12 years and 1 day old Okay, here. A girl 12 years and 1 day old who grew 2 pubic hairs is classified as a young woman. 6 months later, she becomes a grown woman. 6 months later, she's a grown woman, bro. Age of 12, so 12 and a half. She's a grown woman? She has 2 pubic hairs? Thought it was 20. That Torah said 20, bro. 12 and a half. Okay. But I'm the asshole, I guess. All right. But a woman who is 20 years old, who did not grow 2 pubic hairs, and was never classified, oh, okay, so there's levels, and was never classified as a young woman, shall bring proof that she is 20 years old. Okay, you're an adult. And from that point forward, she assumes the status of a sexually underdeveloped woman. Elonit, which it's spelled differently here. It had a Y in the in these terms. Did it not? Are my eyes playing tricks? No. Okay. And yes, interchangeable. There was no I. There's no I's. There's no vowels, except there's a sound like an A in Hebrew. But E, I, O, U doesn't exist. Neither do these little accent marks exist. But anyway, let's see. Sexually underdeveloped woman, Elonit, who is incapable of bearing children. If she married and her husband dies childless, she neither performs halitza, which I'm not going to get into, nor does she enter into levirate marriage, as the mitzvah of levirate marriage applies only to a woman capable of conceiving a child. And let's see, what that is like, if I'm not mistaken, it's the one that said that where if the man like dies, like the husband dies, and they didn't have a child, the brother's supposed to step up, take the wife if he's not married, or maybe he takes a second wife. He's supposed to take her to keep the name going of the house. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that is referring to in that. Okay. Let's see. Where do we get to? People see the child. Okay. And Ilonit is excluded from that law. In the case of a man who is 20 years old, who did not grow 2 pubic hairs, they shall bring proof that he is 20 years old, and he assumes the status of a sexually underdeveloped man, which could be, what is it, the Saris? It's the Saris. One of the Saris. Okay, so that was 9, and this is the rest of it. Yeah, Saris right there. A sexually underdeveloped man, Saris, who is excluded from the law of levirate marriage, which is the one we just said. Therefore, if his married brother dies childless, he neither performs it nor enters into levirate marriage with his I don't know what that is, Yavama. This is the statement of Beit Hillel. Beit Shammai says, for both this case of a woman and that case of a man, they shall bring proof that they are 18 years old. Why 18? And they assume the status of a sexually underdeveloped woman and man, respectively. So there's two of them here. Oh, sorry. Okay. Threw me off. Or respectively. Okay, now we got Rabbi Elazar says the status of the male is determined in accordance with the statement of Beit Hillel, i.e. he assumes the status of a sexually underdeveloped man at the age of 20. And the status of the female is determined in accordance with the statement of Beit Shammai, which we saw earlier. She assumes the status of a sexually underdeveloped woman at the age of 18. All right, and then do we have another one after that? I think that is it. Let's see, what's next? Yaps. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, no, it keeps going. Okay, sorry. Developed woman, 18, and the reason is that the woman is quick to reach physical maturity, little red line, and reaches that stage before the man reaches physical maturity. Okay, and yeah, they say that women mature quicker than men. All right, and now we got chapter 6, and we're going to read verse 1. All right, and it says, if the lower sign of puberty, two pubic hairs appears in a young woman before the upper sign, development of the breast appeared, then she is an adult. As the pubic hairs are an unequivocal sign. Okay, therefore, if her childless husband dies, and she came before her husband's brother, brother-in-law, I guess, for levirate marriage, she either performs the ritual through which the brother-in-law frees. Oh no, I guess not. Which a yavam frees a yavama of her levirate bonds, halitza, or enters into levirate marriage with her husband's brother-in-law. They marry the brother-in-law to carry the name. If the upper sign indicating puberty appeared before the lower sign appeared, the two pubic hairs are not visible. Although the order of development is apparently impossible, Rabbi Meir says, in fact, it is possible for the breast to develop before the growth of two pubic hairs. And the concern is that the two hairs did not grow and fall out, but rather they never grew in the first place, which would mean that she remains a minor. Okay. And is that it? Is there more? Appeared. Whoa, okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. It's possible. Oh, I guess that was it. Oh, okay. Give me 1 second. Therefore, if her child has been... Yeah, okay. Salak. Therefore, if her childless husband dies, she neither performs haditzka nor does she enter into the marriage. Rabbi, okay. Rebbe say we reach. Sorry, man. I think I messed up on the. I think I missed one of the things. But let me read it. If not, if her childless husband dies, she neither performs it or enters into the marriage with her husband's brother. That is due to the fact that the sages said it is possible for the lower sign of puberty to appear before the upper sign appears, but it is impossible for the upper sign to appear before the lower sign appears. All right, so now we're into another reference book, and I need to get this going soon. Oh, it's already too long, man. Okay, so we're in the Yevamot 64a, and we're gonna go into number 8. Okay, I'm like, dang, I'm at 26%. Okay, let's see, here's 8. Rabbi Yitzhak said, Isaac, our father, was infertile. Oh, as it is stated, and Isaac entreated the Most High concerning his wife because she was barren. And that's from Genesis 25:21. We can get that. Let's get it. Genesis 25:21. Oh, hold on. Let me get it on this one. Whoops. 25:21. Okay. And Yitzhak entreated the Most High. All right, we saw that. Let's go into it. Let's see, find that word that they were saying. Which is starts with L. Oh, it's for his wife. So it's saying that he's praying for his wife, right? No. Let's see. Anyway, that's the one we got. Okay, his wife. It is not stated that he entered or entreated the Most High for his wife, but that word, which can mean opposite. Okay, I gotta find the word now. 25:21, so we can see it. And it is. Oh, there it is. Sorry, it's not L. Okay. Treated for his wife. And then I think later on it's going to be saying stuff about because she was barren. And let me see. Can we do the little letter? Oh, yep, we can. Right there. Pluck up, be rooted. Okay, ember, offspring, person, offspring, barren, sterile. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so that's Genesis 25:21. It's not stated that he entreated the Most High for his wife, but which can mean opposite against or corresponding to this teaching that they were both infertile. Okay, so they're both infertile. They're saying, they're calling our forefathers infertile, like one of these. They're claiming that they're one of these genders. So like, if anyone gets a hold of one of these books that's not, into Judaism, they and they're into this whole gender thing, they will love this. They will love these books and probably convert. But wow, it's really raining, guys. Salak. I did not mean for any of that to happen. Moving on. So they're both infertile. Wow. Okay. One of these genders. The Gemara asks, if so, why does the verse continue, and the Most High let himself be entreated of him? The verse should say, and the Most High let himself be entreated of them. The Gemara answers that their prayers were answered due to Yatzak, because the prayer of a righteous individual who is the son of a righteous individual is not similar to the prayer of a righteous individual who is the son of a wicked individual. Rebecca's father was the wicked Bethuel. Okay. Really does not even make sense. But verse 9. And it says, Rabbi Yitzhak said, for what reason were our forefathers initially infertile? One of these genders. Because the Holy One, I think they call them, what are those terms again? It's either, they call them Osiris or Ilanet. Ailanet. I don't know how they would pronounce it. Whatever. Okay, so why were the forefathers initially infertile? This rabbi asks. Because the Holy One, blessed be He, desires the prayers of the righteous, and He therefore wanted them to pray for children. Similarly, he says again, why are the prayers of the righteous compared to a pitchfork? As in the verse. See, dude, they go into some crazy stuff. And He let himself be entreated. This indicates that just as this pitchfork turns over produce from one place to another, so the prayer of the righteous turns over the attributes of the Holy One, which is the Most High, is who they're talking about. From the attribute of rage to the attribute of mercy. Rabbi Ami says, Abraham and Sarah were originally tumtumin. So he's saying that there's something else now. He's saying that they lacked sexual characteristics, or they were undeterminable. Something like that, right? Let's go back. Okay. Yeah, there's that. Let's go to a different one. Let's go to this one. Tumtum, lacking sexual characteristics. And then this one says, a person whose sexual characteristics are indeterminate or obscured. Okay, so that's what this rabbi is saying about Abraham and Sarah. They were originally tumtumim, people whose sexual organs are concealed and not functional, as it is stated. Maybe so late bloomers. These guys were super late bloomers. No, watch. Keep listening. They're gonna go into. Check it out, because she was barren. It says she was barren, but I don't remember it saying that Abraham was barren. But I don't know. They'll come up with some conclusion. Let's keep going. They were originally tumtumin, people whose sexual organs are concealed and not functional, as it is stated. Look, and they're going to state something to try to justify it, but we're not going to go into that, because it doesn't even, dude. It doesn't even. doesn't even go. But we'll go into it anyway. Here we go. The next one is going to be, let's go to the next chapter, 64b, verse 1. From where, all right, so it says, it is stated, look to the rock from where you were hewn, and to the hole of the pit from where you were dug. And that's Isaiah 51:1. So this is where they get it from. Isaiah 51. Come on. And 51:1. And it says, hearken to me, ye that follow after righteousness, ye that seek Yahweh. Look unto the rock whence ye were hewn, and to the hole of the pit whence you were dug. So you're about to see what these guys interpret this thing. Okay. So Isaiah 51, and it is written in the next verse, look to Abraham your father, and to Sarah who bore you. So let's look at 52. Look unto Abraham your father, and Sarah that bore you, for when he was but one, for when he was but one, I called him, and I blessed him, and made him many. Okay, so the one that they're gonna go into, look unto Abraham your father, and to Sarah who bore you, Isaiah 51:2, which indicates that sexual organs were fashioned for them, signified by the word hewn and dug over the course of time. Crazy, bro. Oh, all right, let's go to verse 2. Rav Naaman said that Rabbah Bar Avu, dude, these names, man. Our mother, Sarah, was initially a sexually underdeveloped woman, and the Elonit, as it is stated. So, dude, like I said, dude, these guys, like, they think, I don't know, they have their own thing, but it's still a different gender than male and female, according to these guys. Underdeveloped woman, as it is stated, and Sarah was barren. She had no child. And that's from Genesis 11:30. The superfluous word, she had no child, indicate that she did not have even a place, i.e. a womb for a child. So she didn't even have a womb, according to these guys. No womb. And the Most High, let's see. The Most High, no, I don't have any more. Okay, so the next one comes from a little book called, okay, that one's done, the Shulchan Aruch Even HaEzer. That's the name of that one. And we're going into chapter 22 and verse 12 for that one. And it says, one who is androgynous. Oh, there we go, androgynous. We got that word. So it's probably androgynous. Excuse me. One who is androgynous may not seclude with women. But if one does seclude, they are not lashed because their status is doubtful. A man is permitted to seclude with one who is androgynous or a tum-tum. Just for reference, so you can reference these things. So you can be with these people. Be around them, work, but certain people you can't, and that's how they're set up over there. Just like the Arab countries, bro. Men can only hang out with men. Women can only hang out with women. But I don't know, because I haven't went into it. But I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe they have their own form of their transgender stuff, but this is where it comes from, bro. One of the people This shit stems from. And dude, it's not even a coincidence that I don't know about the world. If not the world, it is the most homosexually filled city in the world, and that's Tel Aviv. If not the most in the world, it's the city, or one of the top. It's got to be. If it's not the main, it's got to be one of the top. Cause it's no coincidence, man. This is where this shit comes from, bro. And that's why people go over there. They travel all the way for these parades that are probably going on right now as I'm speaking. Probably going on right now. Who knows? Who knows? But all right, here we go. Verse, which one was it? 12. Okay, so 12 says, let me see, should we go into this one? Yeah, why not? Let's go. 11. A girl younger than 3 years old or a boy younger than 9 years old, it is permitted to be secluded with them. For the sages, only forbade seclusion only with a woman or man fit for legal accountable intercourse. Bro, don't even say that shit. Like, there's there's books that they talk about, like having, like, with minors, bro. I'm telling you, with minors. I don't know them off the top of my head, man, and I would have to close out all these windows and go to stupid fake book. But it's on my fake book. I have it pinned. If you're interested in whatever, I can show you that. You can go on there. But it's pretty sick. So this contradicts that, and there's other stuff that I have, and it contradicts that. It's just some crazy that I mentioned earlier, I think, if I remember correctly. But actually, and that's funny that I said it now, because this is the book. This is the book that we're on now. This is the book that had that, like, all those things where you're not supposed to do this, and we were talking about earlier. You know what I mean? It's just so messed up. And that's and here's the reference, and we don't have it, but if you need to, this. Oh, hold on. Yeah. That's the same. It's just on this one I didn't put that name. But it's the from the Shulchan Aruch Evan HaEzer, and what I wrote it down. From one of the very first one we went into, the Eruvin 18b verse 12, it contradicts the Shulchan Aruch Evan HaEzer. The 23rd chapter contradicts each other. So I got it in. It's in there. But let me see. Is that it? All right. So we got that. Verse 12, the one we came for. One who is androgynous, here we go again, another one, may not seclude with women. But if one does seclude, they are not lashed because their status is doubtful. A woman is permitted to seclude with one who is androgynous or a tum-tum. A 3 ninja. Okay, so there's that. And moving on, we're going to go to... I'm telling you, man, these names, bro. This is the Or HaKagaim on Genesis 21:2. Okay, and on this one, if I recall, this is the one where they say I think Isaac had a female soul or something. I don't know. It's just a weird one. It's crazy. How do they know, bro? All right. In his old age, the Torah adds... Alright. Is this the one? Yes. In his old age, the Torah adds this word and does not content itself with the more appropriate, and then there's that word. Because as I wrote earlier, there was an element of the divine soul missing in Isaac. Okay, how did they know? At the time he was born. Isaac had only been equipped with a soul which originated in the female emanations. What? How do they know? The repetition of the words denoting birth in verses 2 and 3 are an allusion to the eventual birth of another soul during another stage of Abraham's old age. It's like, dude, so, I mean, it's crazy. Literally in his old ages, okay, that word. In order for someone in this world to receive something, such as an additional dimension to his soul, bro. Oh, and they believe in like this whole, this is, there's a word, I think I might have wrote it down somewhere. Hold on, give me 1 second. I know it's somewhere here. Flip the page real quick. It's in here. Ah, yes, it's the Gilgul Ha Neshamat, and that supposedly means like the cycling of souls. They believe in reincarnation, bro. Reincarnation, and that's in Kabbalah, and this is what they believe. They believe this stuff. They believe in all this stuff. Oh, okay. So got that verse. Let's keep going. Okay, so old ages and where did I get to? Okay. Let me just read from here. In order for someone in this world to receive something such as an individual or additional dimension to his soul, it is essential that the one from whom the something new is imparted has prepared himself suitably prior to imparting it. This is a concept that Kabbalists are familiar with. If Isaac had possessed only the female soul at the time of in fact, that he himself was ready to receive. And let me see what scripture was it? Okay. Duh. Genesis 21 and 2. Let's just get the scripture. Genesis. Let me get it from this one. That way I can look at the words. Oops. Dude, come on. Stop it. Okay. 21 and... For Sarah conceived and bare Abraham a son in his old age, at the set time of which the Most High had spoken to him. All right, I think it goes also into 3, right? Let me see. Yeah, there was a 2 and 3 it said in there. And Abraham called the name of his son that was born unto him, because it had born here in this one, and it had born in the other one. And in 2 it said it bore, that she bore him, and then his son that was born, because those 2 words they're like saying, it's crazy, bro. Like, anyway, born unto him whom Sarah bare to him Yitzhak. So okay, there's that. And I mean, dude, we can go into the word bore. Okay, bore, there it is right there. I'm not sure if that's the word. Oh, this is one of the words here. Old age, in his old age, right there. La Zakwa Nayao. That's what it is. In his old age. Okay. And then in 3, let's see. Born to him. His old age. Okay. If Isaac had possessed female soul, At the time, okay, the fact that himself is ready to receive. Okay, let's go to the next verse. Sorry. The something new. Okay, imparted. The something new is imparted. Sorry, I have that thing in the way. Has prepared himself suitably prior to imparting it. This is a concept that Kabbalists are familiar with. Okay. If Isaac had possessed only a female soul at the time, the fact that he himself was ready to receive an additional soul would not have sufficed. The Torah wrote here, okay, and it has got those words, and we can look it up in a second if you want, to indicate she gave birth twice. What? When Abraham offered his son on the altar, this was his preparation for the second birth of Isaac. Bro, he didn't kill him. What the fuck? I don't know. Spirit. I don't know. He spiritually killed him? I don't know, man. Crazy. Ooh, whoops. Did not mean to do that, did I? Oh, yes, I did. That is it for that one. I think we're on to the next one. Yes, sir. Alright, and this one is from the Mishnah, the Mishnah Yevamot, and we're going in the 8th chapter, and verse 4. Rabbi Yehoshua said, I heard two rulings from my teachers. One ruling is that a eunuch performs that, we went over this with his wife, and his brothers perform that with his wife. Okay, that whole law we're talking. And the other ruling is that a eunuch does not perform halitzah with his yevamah, and his brothers do not perform halitzah with his wife. And I cannot explain these two rulings, as I do not remember the circumstances to which each ruling applies. Rabbi Akiva said, I will explain. A eunuch caused by man, and we know that's another term, caused by man, i.e. one who has become emasculated after birth, performs halitzah with his yevamah, and his brothers perform halitzah with his wife because he had an hour of fitness, a time when he was fertile, and maybe had an accident or something. And the other hand, a eunuch by natural causes, i.e. who was entirely lacking in sexual capacity from birth, does not perform halitzah, which is yavimah, and his brothers do not perform halitzah with his wife, because he did not have an hour of fitness, as he never had the potential to father children. Rabbi Elazar says, no, rather the opposite in the case. A eunuch by natural causes performs halitzah with his yevamah, and his brother performs halitzah with his wife because he can be cured. Whereas a eunuch caused by man does not perform halitzah when his yevamah and his brother do not perform halitzah with his wife because he cannot be cured. So just the opposite of the other guy said. Yehoshua ben Betiera testified about a man named Ben Magusat, who lived in Yerushalayim and was a eunuch caused by man, that his brothers nevertheless entered into the Levirate marriage with his wife in order to fulfill with his wife in order to fulfill. Wait, what? Entered into it in order to fulfill and confirm the statement of Rabbi Akiva. All right, and now we're going into the 5. And in verse 5, we're going to say, a sexually underdeveloped man does not perform... Let's see, is that it? Yeah. Excuse me. Man, it's raining harder. It's a lock, man. If I'm getting louder and it's like... You know what I mean? It's messing with you. It's raining hard now. Wow, it's crazy. I got to wrap this shit up. A sexually underdeveloped man does not perform halitzah or enter into Levirate marriage with his yevamah. And similarly, a sexually underdeveloped woman, okay, so he was man didn't have the parentheses, but he would be the what is that? What is that one again? The Saris, right? Right. Okay, and I can't seem to find that. Okay, and a sexually underdeveloped woman, Ailanet, who is incapable of bearing children, does not perform halitza or enter into levirate marriage with her yavam. If a sexually underdeveloped man performed halitza with his yavama, he has not thereby disqualified her from marrying into the priesthood, as his halitza. Ooh, that's weird. As his halitza is invalid. However, if he had intercourse with her, he has disqualified her. This is because it is considered sensuous sexual intercourse, since such intercourse does not fulfill the mitzvah of the levirate marriage, and is therefore categorized as forbidden relations with one's sister-in-law. And similarly, with regards to a sexually underdeveloped woman, if one of the brothers performed the ritual, the tradition with her, he has not thereby disqualified her from marrying into the priesthood, as his halitza is invalid. However, if he had intercourse with her, he has disqualified her. This is because it is considered licentious sexual intercourse, and such intercourse does not fulfill the law of levirate marriage. Oh, stop. Cool. And is therefore categorized forbidden relations with one's sister-in-law. And similarly, dude, did I just read the same thing? Sexual intercourse. Yeah. Oh, okay. Wow, I had it twice. Shit. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me catch up. Oh, this is a whole different site. Okay. So this must have still been 5, right? Damn. Yeah, that was 5. That's a lot. Okay. And then here's 6. If a priest who is a eunuch by natural causes married an Israelite woman, could one be a priest if they were a eunuch, according to Torah? Who knows? If a priest who, because there's, I don't know. I'm not even going to get into that right now. If a priest who is a eunuch by natural causes married an Israelite woman, he enables her to eat teruma. Rabbi Yosei and Rabbi Shimon says, if a priest who is a hermaphrodite possessing both male and female genitals married an Israelite woman, he enables her to eat terum. Rabbi Yehuda says, if the tum-tum now, whose external sexual organs are indeterminate, was torn open, so that his genitals were exposed, and he was found to be a male, he must not perform halitza because he is treated like a eunuch. A hermaphrodite may marry a woman, but he may not marry a man, as he is considered a man. Rabbi Elazar says, if one had intercourse with a hermaphrodite, he is liable to receive the punishment of stoning on his account, as if he had relations with a man. And that's scripture. Let's get those scriptures of that little incident there, having sexual relations with another man. And let me see, we can find it at all right, let's see, let's go to, it's in Leviticus. Start with Leviticus, and we're gonna go to Leviticus 18 and 22. (18 and 22). Here we go. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is abomination. Okay? Don't do it. And Leviticus chapter 20. And we're going to verse 13. And if a man lie with mankind as with womankind, both of them have committed abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. So don't do that. So, I mean, do these guys follow Torah, bro? Because there's even like, I've seen some rabbi who is a self-proclaimed homosexual, bro. I was reading stuff in there and found some, through going through these sites that I mentioned earlier, that I found something that said that an openly homosexual rabbi, which is rabbi, bro, come on, breaking laws, son, is a rabbi, dude. It's a rabbi, and he's doing what? No, get out of here, bro. That shit. So okay, we got that. Got some Torah in there, some fresh air. Oh man, some of this shit right here, it's taxing, bro. Reading this shit, dude. We're almost at 3 hours, man. Holy shit. Give me 1 second. Three hours. 3 hours. Wow. I did not expect it to be this freaking long, man. It's freaking dark. I didn't even know. I didn't even expect this shit. Just going through it, man, reading all this, and we still got, let's see, we just did 5. We're at 6 now. So let's try to get this shit going. We still got a little bit. Still got, like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 7 to go through. Like 12, something like that. 12 little pieces, but we might just run right through them because it's getting late. All right, verse 6. Let's just keep going here. All right, so here we go. Rabbi Shimon says, if a priest who is a hermaphrodite possesses both male and female genitals, married an Israelite woman, he enables her to eat teruma. A hermaphrodite, whose external sexual organs are indeterminate, was torn open. Was torn open. Might have read this already. So that his genitals are exposed, and he was found to be a male. He must not perform halitzah because he is treated like a eunuch. A hermaphrodite may marry a woman, but he may not marry a man. Okay, yeah, we did. I was just reading. Okay, cool. Married by a man, and he is considered a man. Rabbi Elazar says, if one had intercourse with a hermaphrodite, he is liable to receive the punishment of stoning on his account, as if he had relations with a male. Okay, so now we're done with 6. Now we move on to the Yevamot 80. Now we're in the 80s. 80b, and verse 4. 80b. The sages taught, who is considered a eunuch? Excuse me. Where does? All right, I'm at 69. Okay. The sages taught, who is considered a eunuch by natural causes? Is it anyone who is 20 years old and has not yet grown 2 pubic hairs? And even if he grows pubic hairs afterward, he is still considered a eunuch by natural causes with regard to all his matters. And his signs are as follows: whoever does not have a beard, okay, if he doesn't have a beard, and his hair is defective. Is patchy beard? Can't grow a beard? Or I don't know. Unlike that of ordinary individuals. Okay, so yeah, I guess, yeah, something like that. Whatever. And his skin is smooth, i.e. hairless. Okay, so these are what categorizes someone to be a eunuch. What was that? Saris. That's what and this is what this guy's opinion. Other people are gonna have some other stuff, and we're gonna get there. Slowly, we're getting there, man. Sorry. Try to get this done as quick as I fucking could. Oh, okay. Let's see. Unlike that of ordinary individuals, and his skin is smooth, i.e. hairless. Rabban Shimon ben Gamliel says in the name of Rabbi Yehuda ben Yair, it is anyone whose urine does not raise foam. Oh my goodness. Oh man. This is crazy. Okay, so that makes you a hermaphrodite or a eunuch. I don't know. Okay, so number 5. Let's go for nephew. Okay, so if you can't raise foam from your urine, one thing. Now here's another one, and some say, it is anyone who urinates without forming an arch. Ooh, okay. I guess because anyway, I'm not gonna paint that picture. Doesn't form an arch. And some say it is anyone whose semen dissipates and fails to congeal in the proper manner. Okay. And some say anyone whose urine does not ferment. Others say it is anyone who bathes in the rainy season and his flesh does not give off steam. Rabbi Shimon ben Elazar says it is anyone whose voice is defective, so that it is not evident from it whether he is a man or a woman. Dude, people change their freaking voice all the time over here. It's all part of it. All part of it, man. Well, you know, the whole transition thing, male to female, vice versa. They do that shit, man. I mean, but this is why we're here. Because of that stuff that's happening here. Where did it start? Maybe one of the early places. This is early stuff, man. They wrote this stuff early. What do we see in those definition terms? Some is as early as the 1st century, right? Oh man. So, or BC or BCE, before Common Era. Okay, so now moving on to the next one. It's verse 6. Okay, so we're done with 5. Let's go to 6. And this one says, oh no. Messed that one up. Okay, we can find it. It's no biggie. We can find this one. Let's go to here. Search. And let's find Mishnah. Oop. The Mishnah Yevamat. Whoa! No, dude. That's not what I wanted. Oh, that's why I misspelled it. Stupid. Okay, so we got Mishnah. Oh no, sorry, man. Sorry. It's just Yevamat. I forgot to do that. Okay, so it's just Yevamat. And it's 80. Yeah, all this. Imagine, dude, going through all this shit. That would be crazy. Reading some of the stuff that they fucking just got into it. Okay, let's go to 6. Oh, it is like that. What? Oh, so it just kept going. Alright, sorry. Alright, well, while we're here anyways. Okay, let me just go here. Is anyone whose voice is defective so that it is not evident from it whether he is a man or woman, okay, and who is a sexually underdeveloped woman, Alanit. It is anyone who is 20 years old and has not yet grown to pubic hairs, okay, that's another one, and even if she grows pubic hairs afterwards, she is still considered a sexually underdeveloped woman with regards to all her matters. And her signs are as follows. A sexually underdeveloped woman is anyone who does not have breasts and experiences pain during intercourse. Okay, that's an underdeveloped woman. But anyway, Rabban Shimon ben Gamaliel says, it is anyone whose lower abdomen is not formed like that of other women. Abdomen, okay? As she lacks the cushion of flesh that is usually situated above a woman's genitals. Okay, well, hey, dude, you can exclude a lot of the people up there in like Hollywood and shit, bro, because they do not have that belly fat thing. But anyway, going to the next one, which is, alright, that was 6. Let's go back to here. So it was that one. Okay. That's weird. So, okay, 7. It is stated that Amoraim disagreed over the signs of a eunuch. Rav Huna said that one is not categorized as a eunuch unless all these signs are present. Alright. Oh, it's raining now. The Gemara, all these signs are present. Okay, Rabbi Yachanan said he is categorized as such even if only one of them is present. The Gemara says, in the case when he has grown 2 hairs in his beard. Oh, talking about beards now. Hairs in his beard. Everyone agrees that he is not considered sexually impotent unless all the signs are present. When they disagree, it is with regard to a case when he has not grown 2 hairs. Okay, that was verse 7. Go to verse 8. Gemara asks, but if so, with regard to that which Rabba bar Avu said to the sages, examine Rav Naaman when he bathes, and if his flesh gives off steam, I will give him my daughter for a wife, in accordance with whose opinion did he issue these instructions. Excuse me. It is not in accordance with the opinion of Rav Huna, who maintains that all the signs must be present, and presumably he could see that Rav Naaman did not have a beard. Oh, so they're fighting amongst each other. The Gemara answers no, Rav Naaman has wisps of a beard, and therefore Rabba bar Avu wanted to know whether he displayed the other signs of sexual incapacity. Okay, that was verse 8. Verse 9. Excuse me. Okay, it is taught in the Mishnah that a sexually underdeveloped man does not perform halitza or enter into levirate marriages or marriage with his yevamah. And similarly, a sexually underdeveloped woman, which is that other word, I mean, we know it. The Ailanet. So it's talking about those, okay? Sexually underdeveloped woman from which it can be inferred, just as in the case of a sexually underdeveloped woman, her disability is by the hand of the most, heaven. So too, in the case of sexually underdeveloped man, his disability must be by the hand of the Most High, heaven. And this unattributed view in the Mishnah is in accordance with the opinion of Rabbi Akiva, who said, in regard to the one whose incapacity was brought about by the hands of man. Yes, he is considered like any other man and performs halitza, halitza. Whereas one who suffers his condition by the hand of heaven does not do so. Okay, now we move on to the final one, and it's the Or Hakaim on Genesis 11 and 30. And let's get Genesis 11 and 30 real quick, just to kind of get a reference. Genesis, I can't see it. Genesis 11 and 30. Okay, here we go. Sarah was barren. She had no child. That's it? Okay. She was barren. Alright, let's see what they come up with. She was barren and had no child. Okay. Alright, Sarah remained barren. She had no child. Why did the Torah have to add she had no child? Our sages from the Yevamot 64 commented that, and we got that, right? I'm sure, yep, we got that. Okay, Yevamot 64. In the Yevamot 64, I guess it's saying, comment that she had no womb. I remember that. The Talmud there elaborates that both Abraham and Sarah were congenital people, which that word right there is... That word right there is the tum-tums. Is that? See that word? Tum-tum. Okay, so they were tum-tums. Tum-tum-yum. People with underdeveloped genitals. The Talmud bases this on Isaiah 51 and 1. And we got that earlier too. Isaiah 51 and 1. This is where they get it from. Isaiah 51 and 1. Wait. Yeah. Hearken to me, ye that follow after righteousness, ye that seek Yahweh. Look unto the rock whence ye were hewn, and to the hole of the pit whence ye were digged. That's where they get it from. Look to the rock. Oh, and they had it right here. Look to the rock you were hewn from, to the quarry you were dug from. Look back to Abraham your father, and to Sarah who brought you forth. Rashi comments there that hewn from and dig from refer to the Most High having supplied male and female genitals to Abraham and Sarah after they were adults. The Talmud also states there that when someone marries a woman and lives with her for 10 years and she bears no children during the time, he should divorce her and pay her marriage settlement. Really? Marriage settlement. Okay. Let's see where we're at. I gotta find. Okay, settlement. This is based on Genesis 16:3. Okay, what does Genesis 16:3 say? All right. What does it say? Where Sarah gave Hagar to Abraham to have children with, after she had failed to bear children after 10 years in the land of Yasharal. So they put this number, and they're about to like fight about a certain number here in a second. So we really don't have to go into the script, but I mean, why not? Let's get some Torah out, right? 16:3. Sarah, Abram's wife, took Hagar, the Egyptian, her handmaid, after Abram had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan, and gave her to Abram, her husband, to be his wife. Okay, so that's that. That's where they get the 10 years from. And they do that. They're like super superstitious people, man. Literally, like that. Like if something happens a certain way for some reason, they're like superstitious about it. And dude, they have a whole bunch of stuff for those superstitions, some stuff. And we're not supposed to be superstitious. We're supposed to follow the Most High, man. He's the one that, like, he takes care of us, you know what I'm saying? We don't need no charm or something to do this and that. We got the Most High Yahweh, man. Right? I mean, okay, so where Shirah gave from, okay, we got that. The Talmud questions why we do not rather take Isaac as an example. Okay, he lived with Rebecca for at least 20 years. Okay, this is where they start messing with numbers and stuff. 20 years, and did not take another wife, but prayed, and as a result had children with Rebecca. The Talmud answers that actually the reason the Torah mentions the number of years Abraham lived in the land of Israel before he married Hagar was to enable us to compute Ishmael's age in comparison to Yitzhak. This also enables us to calculate Jacob's age during different periods of his life. Tosafot, there's a name, commented that actually Isaac too waited only 10 years before he prayed, seeing that Rebecca was 3 years old when he married her normal childbearing. What? I gotta read that shit again. That actually Isaac too waited only for 10 years before he prayed, seeing that Rebecca was 3 years old when he married her, and her normal childbearing years did not commence until after Isaac was married to her for 10 years. What? So she was 13? Bro. If that's how I'm reading this shit, she was 13? Bro. Until after Isaac was married, yeah. For 10 years, okay. And there's a Tosafot concludes that A, not all Midrashim agree on the subject. B, in those days, girls were able to bear children at a much younger age than nowadays. Okay, buddy. But even if they were, the age of an adult woman is still 20, bro. Not 18, not 12 and a half. It's in Torah, dude. It's in Torah. And we can get that too, man. In fact, let me see. Do I have my... We can try to pull it up here in a second. Let me see. All right. If it's possible here. Oh, it might be in the phone that I'm on right now, actually. Let me just look real quick. It's gotta be there. Okay, let me check here real quick. Maybe not. I guess not. Sorry, Salak. Oh, yeah, it is. It's here. Sorry. Okay, let's go to... which one's the one? Let's start with... go to Numbers. Numbers 145. And all those that were numbered of the children of Yasharal by their fathers' houses, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to the war in Israel. 20. So 20 is for that. Okay. We also got, if we go over go to Leviticus. Where does it do that? And this is going to be like a little thing here, but if we read that, let's go to Leviticus 27. Get out of the way. I'm trying to wrap this up, guys. Bear with me. Oh no. Where is it? Yeah, it is. 3:11. Come on, we got this. 27, 1 through 8. Alright. And Yahweh spoke to Masha, saying, Speak unto the children of Yasharal, and say unto them, When a man shall clearly utter a vow of persons unto Yahweh, according to thy valuation, 3, then thou valuation shall be for the male from 20 years old, even unto 60 years old. So there's categories, 20 and up. Even thy valuation shall be 50 shekels of silver, after the shekel of the sanctuary. Verse 4. And if it be a female, then thy valuation shall be 30 shekels. And if it be from 5 years old, even unto 20 years old, so this is another category, then thy valuation shall be for the male 20 shekels, and for the female 10 shekels. 6. If it be from a month old, another category, month old, even unto 5 years old, then thy valuation shall be for the male 5 shekels of silver, and for the female thy valuation shall be 3 shekels of silver. Okay, verse 7. And if it be from 60 years old and upward, this is another category. You're like an old person, old tam. If it be a male, then thy valuation shall be 15 shekels, and if it be a female, 10. Verse 8. But if he be too poor for thy valuation, then he shall be set before the priest, the Kahan, and the Kahan shall value him according to the means of him that avowed shall the priest value him. Okay, so there's that one. There's those. Show the age groups, age brackets. Okay, so where were we? He concludes that not all men are agreed upon. B. In those days, girls were. Okay, let me read that again. Tosafut concludes that A. Not all of the people of the Midrash, the sages, agree on the subject. B. In those days, girls were able to bear children at a much younger age than nowadays. Okay. They also say that even assuming that Abraham had been born without visible genitals, by the time he married, he had obviously developed in this respect. However, we must accept the opinion of Rabbi Yehuda, who holds that once the tum-tum, such a person is unable to sire children even after his genitals have become visible. Of course, one must assume that Sarah's genitals too had become visible by the time Abraham married her. There is no good reason that Abraham A. would have married while suffering such a crucial physical blemish. And B, that Shara would have been given in marriage to anyone while she was similarly afflicted. Ed. Even according to the view that once the genitals of a tumtum have become visible, he is no longer totally sterile. It is unlikely that such people will be capable of siring or bearing children. The Tawara, the Torah, therefore adds the words, and it's Ayan La or La Ayan La Walad. Dude, it's getting nasty out here, man. Okay. We're in the case of Shara to tell us that though she was no longer a tumtum, her condition had not changed maternally, and she still did not conceive. Alright, so that was one. I mean, now let's go to two, see what else they say. Furthermore, Rabbi Yehuda, of the opinion that the rule of the tumtum remains sterile even after his genitals become visible, applies only to the male. The female is quite likely to conceive once her genitals have been laid bare. According to this view, our verse means that A, first Shara was barren, i.e. her inability to conceive was not due to her genitals not being visible, a defect suffered by her husband but not by her. How do they know? In her case, it was simple barrenness that prevented her from giving birth. The Tawara had to add the words, okay, to teach us that this was not due to the visible deformity. Okay, verse 3. Final one, I think. According to the view that she did not have a womb, we have understood the verse as follows. It turned out she was barren due to an invisible deformity, i.e. the lack of a womb. This deformity only came to light after her genitals had become visible, i.e. after her visible deformity had been cured. Oh man. The expression Wathahai is not appropriate except for a new development, not for a condition which existed already. Many commentators do not share that view of the meaning of Wathahai. The words, therefore, are meant to draw attention to her not having a womb to carry an embryo. Crazy. Okay, so that's it. That's all the stuff that these people believe, man. They had discussions. They had talks about all this stuff. They truly believe this stuff, man. That's why oh, and dude, they know about this. You don't think that they know about all these things going on? And like we mentioned earlier, man, it's no coincidence that they have the gayest, the most homosexual city, bro, in Israel, so-called Israel. Crazy, huh? Crazy. But I hope this helped shed some light into some of the craziness. Dude, 3 hours plus. I can't believe it was so long. But Tawada, thank you for bearing with me if you made it this far and hearing my song on repeat here. And sorry if it got annoying or if you didn't like it to begin with, but it's the only one really I could think of on the fly, that really wasn't like anyone singing or anything like that, because I couldn't do what I wanted to in the beginning, so I had to do it in this form, and I can't put music here and then record at the same time. So anyway, again, thank you for checking this out, and I hope to make something else maybe. Don't know what else I can make, but the Most High will know. Barakatah Yahweh, and Salak, guys, for putting this on you guys. I had to go through all this stupid shit. But yeah, dude, the transgender stuff is insane, and these people believe it. They're part of it. They are part of it. A lot, dude. They don't know anything. Like, nothing that happens, they don't know about. Everything is set up by these guys. And in this book, I'm telling you, check out those videos, bro, from that brother Kwana Lawa. What are they called? It's from the Protocols of the Learned Elders of Zion, something along those lines. And there's like 24 of them. Like I said, I'm reading that book, and there's like 24 of them, and I've seen his videos before, and they're freaking, it's crazy, dude. Like, some of the stuff that they put in those protocols, it's stuff that's going on today, bro, and it's crazy, because it's happening. Like, it's the same thing that's going on. It's in those writings. Like the whole spoiler alert, a sneak peek. Like the food, like how food's so expensive. There's a shortage of this. Oh, there's no eggs. Oh no, the meat. Oh, all of a sudden the eggs are now the lettuce, and all this stuff is all of a sudden unreachable, unattainable. So it's more expensive. Houses, this and that. It's a game, dude. It's a game that they play. This is I've been reading in the book, The Synagogue of Satan by Andrew Carrington Hitchcock, and in that book it talks about all this stuff, dude. Like, since the beginning, they're into the banks and funding both sides of the wars, and doing transactions where, like, they just steal from you, bro. Like, it's crazy, and they're still doing it today. But they're in charge, bro. They're in charge of everything. If you look at the news, they own the media, all the entertainment things. I mean, dude, look at the names of the directors in all your movies. You got Spielberg, MGM, something Meyer. I don't know the whole title. There's Meyer in there though. Let's see, Warner Brothers, bro. It's all of them, dude. They own it all, everything. We're here. And in that book, bro, like, it shows you. It's like a little timeline of how they got there, I guess you can say. And I'm very in the beginning stages, but I'm still reading that book. But again, thank you for tuning in and checking out some crazy ass shit that these people think, man. That they believe. People believe this. Oh yeah, why not? Let's just do it. I mean, we're already here. Let's see if I can find it. If I go to right here, we will find. Screw it. Let's go to 3 hours and a half. Fuck it. Okay, let's just go to, what can we? Oh, right here. Oh, I did have it. Cool. So what I did here. Let me backtrack it. You can put this ancient androgynous deities, which I think I went over earlier. And okay, so let's go there. And we did go over here. It's graphic, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now. It's freaking graphic. But this is what they believe, bro. And Salak sorry for having to say these names, because we're commanded not to. But dude, with this language, and we have to reference things to people, and it's hard. It's hard. That's why we pray. Agdatus is a deity, Greek, Roman, and Anaton, whatever. Let's see what who was both male and female reproductive organs. Cool, man. And it's also the goddess Sybil, and to these people, the Phrygians. And it's okay. Let's see. Oh, I saw Dionysus. Oh man, it's crazy. So let's see who else is. Aphroditus. Oh, whoa. Oh my gosh, here we go. Told you guys. Bro, come on, man. Come on. That's crazy. Aphroditus was portrayed as having a female shape and clothing like Aphrodite's, but also a phallus. And hence a male name. This deity would have arrived in Athens from Cyprus in the 4th century BC. These guys were like in the 1st and something like that. So I mean, let's see, 4 BCE. In the 5th century BCE, however, they existed hermae of Aphroditus, or phallic statues with a female head. Cool, man. Let's see what else. Oh, that's a very long name. Let's see where we're at. I don't even want to say that one. Let's see. Let's try it. Let's see. Ardhanarishvara. And again, sorry for having to say these stupid names. The half-female lord is a form of the Hindu deity Shiva, combined with his consort Parvati. Oh my gosh, bro. They believe this, bro. And there's other stuff that we have too, and people have probably seen this one too. I'll pull it up here in a second. Let me just... Oh, there's the Baphomet. Let's see what this one is. It's a deity allegedly worshipped by the Knights Templar. Ooh. That subsequently became incorporated in various occult Western esoteric traditions. The name Baphomet appeared in trial transcript for the Inquisition of the Knights Templar, starting in 1307. Okay, blah, blah, blah. The symbol of balance in various occult mystical traditions. Yep, Kabbalah, it's mysticism. It's mysticism, bro. Judaic mysticism. The origins of which some occults, blah, 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 Gnostics, Templars, whatever, portrayed to be a deity or a demon. Associated with the satanic goat. Yep, and yep, that's it. We all know this one. There's the boobs. There's this thing in form of the snake and the rod. Come on, man. Come on. Let's see, who's this one? Happy? Oh my god. Happy. Can't say happy anymore, guys. It's crazy. Jumanji, man. And there's a bunch. These are just like some of them. Oh wow, let's see this one. Tlaltecutli. Wow. Okay, well, now that I'm here, let me see if I can find that. Actually, I think it might just be right here in the front. Boom. Right here. Here's what other people believe. The androgynous rebus, people have seen this, in this ancient pictograph is said to be the end product of the alchemical magnum opus. Bro, you guys know about that? It's for they're into alchemy and that shit. That's like the alchemy like Bible or something. Or great work of synergy. That's what the magnum opus means. After one has gone through the stages of petrifaction and purification, separating opposing qualities, those qualities are united once more in what is often described as the divine hermaphrodite. See, dude, this is what they believe. They believe that to get back into that state, to go like I was telling of the Plato earlier. I mean, look up Plato, dude. He had those stories or whatever, where they had two faces and two everything. They had, like, you know, the male stuff, female stuff, two heads, or I don't know how they had it, dude. But still, I mean, if you look at this picture, it's kind of painting the same image. Okay, the divine hermaphrodite or divine androgyne, said to be a reconciliation of spirit and matter, a being of both male and female qualities, as indicated by the male and female head within the single body. Note in this ancient occult drawing that the he-she androgyne stands upon the dragon Lucifer for support, which in turn holds the world in its claws. Note also the Masonic compass and square in the hands of the divine androgyne. See, they believe this, dude. It's all Kabbalah and Judaic mysticism and alchemy and all these crazy satanic stuff. But I'm gonna end it here, and again, thanks again, guys, for bearing with me for 3 hours and watching this. Hopefully it helps people, like, to kind of understand where all this shit starts, like where it's been coming from. And, like, dude, they feed it everywhere. It's everywhere, especially now. It's everywhere now. They don't even hide it anymore. They don't care anymore. They really want to push this now. They want this stuff to get going. So be strong out there, and get off them idols, man. Go to the Most High, bro. Most High only. Yahweh only. Yakad. Akkad. Yahweh Akkad. One. Alright, Dawada, and take care. Shalom.